From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Alessia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
The hogs are warring.
What happened?
The hogs are warring. So today's Groundhog Day. Yes, we all get that. Mm-hmm. Everybody first turns their attention to Gobbler's Knob with Punxsutawney Phil. And then there's a lot of other hogs, too. There's Staten Island Chuck, Lady Edwina of Essex in New Jersey, Patty Pagoda, Dunkirk Dave, Buckeye Chuck, General Beauregard Lee down in Georgia. And up here in Canada, you got Balzac Billy, Shubenacadie Sam, Fred Lamont, and Wyerton Willie. Wyerton Willie and Punxsutawney Phil are really the two big dogs, right? They're the two big hogs. Two big swinging hogs. And down in Gobbler's Knob, which sounds disgusting, but it's not. It's a real place. Okay? So, down in Gobbler's Knob, the first hog to pop out was Punxsutawney Phil. And here is what Punxsutawney Phil had to say.
Punxsutawney Phil, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. President, we have a scroll.
We have a scroll.
Hear ye, hear ye. I see a shadow on my stage. And so, no matter how you measure, it's 6 more weeks of winter weather.
All right?
Yeah.
However, these hogs got beef.
Yeah.
Because the other big hog on the scene, Wyerton Willie, Bruce Peninsula, had this to say this morning.
Here it is.
Let's go, make some noise.
Here it is.
No pressure, man.
We've been
Willie
waiting for.
didn't see a shadow, and we are going to have an early spring.
Okay.
Yes,
Yo, that guy is a fan.
Willie is saying early spring.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Patty Pagoda, 6 more weeks of winter. Dunkirk Dave, more winter. Buckeye Chuck, more winter. General Beauregard Lee siding on the Wyerton Willie tip.
Yeah.
Early spring.
Just the tip, not the whole thing.
Just the tip.
Okay.
Not the whole thing. Shubenacadie Sam.
What the hell is going on, guys?
Predicts 6 more weeks of winter. Fred Le Marmont. It's a French hog.
Bonjour.
Okay.
Yeah.
6 more weeks of winter as well. Just so you know. Now you're all up to date on which way the hogs were swinging today.
Yes, Willie!
Some hogs went this way, some hogs went that way.
Listen, they're all different, and that's okay.
And that is okay.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Celebrate that ass.
Oh, every day. Every day.
I have a pimple on mine.
Oh,
Bro,
come on,
why
man.
must you?
Because I just found
Who
it.
cares? Who cares?
I wouldn't have mentioned it if
But
Mocha
you
didn't.
did, though.
I know, because
you
it's in my
did.
mind and Mocha said
But you
ass, so I
did,
went to
though.
pimple.
But you did
That's so
mention
gross.
it, though. You did.
Anyway.
I think I got it while
What's going
sleeping.
on?
You got it while sleeping?
we just move on from
Wash
this?
your sheets.
Wash your ass.
I do every day.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Nah. Nope.
I actually used my beard wash.
Bro, why are you still talking about it? You know we don't want to talk about it.
See, because I don't believe you.
What do you mean? What's not to believe?
I think secretly you want to know.
Okay, no, you just want us to talk about your butt. Okay, so where is it?
No.
Where's my butt?
No, where's the pimple?
On my right cheek.
Top or bottom or middle?
Right in the middle.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Like for real?
You're the one that brought it up. You want to talk about it so bad?
Oh my God.
I should have went to church yesterday.
Yeah, Shem, take me with you.
Man.
Shem, can you sing a hymn right now?
Ew, there's like 3 pimples there. Ew, did you guys see that?
No.
How sweet.
Get back over here. Come here.
Keep singing, Shem. I need Jesus.
Do you want to see? Like, this is so gross. Take your pants off. Look at that. No, lower. Ew. First of all. Let me see.
Oh my God.
1, 2. Ew. Bro. You know, at night, when there's like no clouds.
Please don't stop.
When there's no clouds in the sky and you look up. I guess if you're in the city, you can't see stars, right?
Yeah.
But if you're outside of the city, where there's no city lights, clouding up, blocking out the stars, and you see like a constellation.
Maurie's got a pimple constellation?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Oh, gross.
Yeah?
It's so gross.
Big Dipper back there? Damn it, Dipper. Okay, I didn't look, by the way.
Yeah. There's
I
like
didn't look, by
3
the
of
way.
them all in a row.
So I have to come back in and show Roz
No,
now?
Maury,
So
honestly.
gross.
Honestly, I can't. I just.
Yeah, it's disgusting. Anyway.
Thank you, Shem. Sweet sounds, baby. I think we needed that.
Ain't nobody need that.
Roka's rubbing his eyes right now.
But now I see.
Thank you. Amen. Amen.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, so I got sent. Remember when I was telling you that picture of the padded toilet? Where it was a toilet and it had like armrests on it and the back was padded and everything, right?
You know, anytime somebody sends me that photo, I say that it's actually that's a photo of your home.
So I still get that every day.
Yeah.
Somebody sends me that.
Good.
Until
what?
The last, I would say, 3 days, since about Saturday.
Yeah.
The amount of people that sent me the padded toilet was completely outdone by the people who sent me the story out of the UK that says research shows that men spend up to 7 hours a year in the bathroom hiding from their family.
Go on.
Okay. If I open my phone and there's a notification, it is somebody sending me that story.
Yeah.
That headline.
Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Go ahead. What? I'm not one of those people.
Yes, you are.
I don't hide. Okay. They polled 100 men and found that a total of 7 hours per year was spent in the toilet.
That's
the reason they said, number one reason was for peace.
Yes.
And then in addition to getting some peace, they said that it was escaping the kids.
Okay.
I don't go in to hide.
No, but you go in
For
to
peace. Number one on the list.
No, but I go in because it's just relaxing.
And to do, yeah.
But so is the couch.
Right? Well, no, I would disagree. I'm more, I brought a handful of chips in with me the other day.
See?
Yeah.
Escape.
Put it right there on the counter too, not even a bowl.
Oh,
that is.
Shut up, Shem.
Like
okay, nobody asked
hold on,
you.
like on the edge of the sink?
What's that?
The sink?
We have like the sink is like attached to the wall with no vanity, and then underneath we have like a table, like a bench.
Okay.
Yeah, where you just like the toothbrushes are and stuff like that.
How have you not invented some sort of like airplane tray that comes up from the side of the toilet?
What am I?
Why don't you just bring a table in there?
Bring a table?
No, but if it does the airplane thing, then it can hide away for anyone else that uses the bathroom.
What am I gonna like? I'm start fastening stuff to the wall now?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
For your chips.
No. My chips are fine where they
your
are.
pizza or hot dog.
Yeah. Your burrito.
No, the chips go where the pizza go. Right on the counter. Right on the counter.
Guys.
I knew I was going to be in there for a minute. I passed through the kitchen on my way to the bathroom, grabbed a handful of chips.
How long were you in the bathroom for?
15 minutes.
15. That's too long.
You know how dirty that counter is?
You don't know.
Spores.
You don't know. Oh, I don't care. Right? I don't care. But what I'm saying is that I don't go into the bathroom to hide from my family. Sometimes I just go in to eat chips in peace.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I was watching, I watched the, I guess what everybody's calling it, the gay episode of The Last of Us.
Oh, beautiful.
I've never seen this.
God.
Beautiful.
Is it episode 3 now?
Episode 3.
Okay.
It it was just one of the best hours of television I've seen in a very long time.
Couldn't agree more.
Really?
Yeah, it was it really was. It was because the show is about it's a video game, right?
Yeah.
And so there's a fungus that has infected people and they become zombies, and it's one of these sort of things, right?
Yeah.
Where then Pablo, what's his name? What's the guy?
Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal he's tasked with they partnered him up with a girl, and then he has to get her from point A to point B and then fight zombies along the way, right? So fair enough. And it's cool. Like, it's really, really cool. Pedro Pascal is incredible in it. He's so good in it. Yeah. And episode 3 does a backstory of these two characters. And it's their sort of love story and how they meet after the apocalypse happens, right? So
Sorry,
they
two
meet
other people,
two
not-
other people,
not Pedro Pascal. Okay.
Nick Offerman is the main guy, and then the other guy. What the hell is the actor's name?
Murray Bartlett, and he was in season 1 of White Lotus.
Yeah, but he's in season 1 of White Lotus.
And
he's
Chippendales.
in Chippendales,
Yeah.
and now this. I'd never heard of this guy
What's his name?
before.
Murray Bartlett.
Oh, he was also in the show Looking.
He has the best year and a half career of anybody in
this
Hollywood
guy,
right now.
yeah.
So good.
Right? He's incredible. So it's Nick Offerman and this guy, and they meet, and it's their love story told over 20 some odd years in one episode. And it's a sort of complete deviation from the story that we got in episode 1 and 2. But it was the most it was probably the most beautiful hour of television.
Really?
I'm not even joking. It was so well done.
I gotta get caught up on this show, man.
It was so well done that you would think that that's such a deviation from the storyline of only having done 2 episodes would sort of throw you off because you're just starting to get to know the sort of main characters in the plot and even what the hell is going on. And they put this episode in there, episode 3 of The Last of Us, and I wanted more of that.
Yes.
Now, you know what I mean?
I'm also going to say, I worry that this show is not going to be recognized for the amount of awards that it deserves after only 3 episodes because we are so, well, I guess at this point it'll be so early into award season, right? For them. The show deserves all the awards in the world.
It's incredible.
And this is only 3 episodes.
And every single week I always see this show trending.
Yeah. Yeah, Maury, this episode 3 will crush you.
But I'll watch that, but the way you're describing is not a show I would normally watch.
No, but it is, but I'm telling you, it's just something different.
Yeah.
And it's a zombie thing. We know the storyline to get out of the wall from the walled off city, and you got the guys in the tanks and the overzealous cops and then the zombies, and what are they, you know it all, right? It's a video game, but the way that it's told is so different and so original. But then you get to episode 3 and you're like, oh my God. It was gutting.
This is what happens when my husband wanted to binge Bling Empire New York. I miss things like that.
Yeah, well, it's only episode 3, man. You can catch up. You can catch up. But honestly,
I gotta get on the show.
The gay episode, with Nick Offerman, and what's that guy's name again?
Murray Bartlett.
Murray Bartlett is without question one of the best hour plus of TV you will ever see.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Do we have time to quickly do Nick Offerman real quick?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I love Nick Offerman.
So Nick Offerman was talking about episode 3 of The Last of Us. This was, and we talked about it, one of the greatest hours of television I've ever seen. And it really hit a lot of people. And even though they did deviate from the game in that episode is still like one of the standout episodes that, really anybody has seen in the last 10 years.
Anyone know that Nick Offerman was going to be in this episode?
Yeah, he's in the cast list, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think that even the hardcore fans knew how they were going to treat that storyline.
Gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
And it was just so incredible. So here's Nick Offerman on Jimmy Kimmel.
This episode that you were in was moving, surprising, all the good things that end with ing. Did you have an idea that when you were shooting it, that people would react in this way?
Thank you for the compliments. And kind of. I mean, when I got the script, Craig Mazin wrote the script, who did Chernobyl, among other things. And that guy seems to know what he's doing.
Yes.
And he sent me the script, and I didn't have time on the calendar to say yes to this job. And my incredible goddess of a wife read it, and she said, "You're going to Calgary, buddy.
You got to do this.
Have fun. You have to do this."
So Megan Mullally, your wife, is the responsible for you being in this episode.
She's the curator. Yeah, she chose every garment that I'm wearing tonight.
You got a compliment from Jeff Bezos. Said episode 3 of The Last of Us is unbelievably good storytelling. I'm in awe of Nick Offerman. Performance incredible. He doesn't even own HBO yet. That's crazy.
It's crazy. I got in touch with Jeff and said thank you, and he bumped me up to something called Super Prime.
Oh, wow. How does that work?
They deliver my package and give me $20.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey, Nick Offerman.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So we gave Samantha 5 words, and all she had to do was come up with the first thing that comes to her mind for each, and then if Mocha matches, then Samantha walks away with $1,000. Samantha's first word was sit. She said chair. Second word was long. She said pull. Third word was spring. She said winter. Fourth word was rock. She said seashell. And her fifth word was umbrella. She said rain. Are all those correct, Samantha? You remember saying all those?
Yep, that's correct.
Yep, you do. All right, Mocha, come back and join us.
That's right. Couldn't even get my coffee this morning yet, but those are correct. Locked in.
Samantha, you did great. Don't you worry, love, okay?
Chef, can you stop making facial expressions, please?
Say a word, bro.
Don't worry about it, Samantha. You did great.
Yeah, give him some hints.
You did great. Don't you worry, okay?
Guys.
Okay.
No worries. We got this.
Okay, Mocha, we are now going to give you the same 5 words we gave Samantha. All you have to do is come up with the first thing comes to your mind.
Okay.
And hopefully everything that you think of, every word that you say matches Samantha, and then Samantha walks away with $1,000. Mocha, your first word is sit.
Stand.
Incorrect.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. Okay. Samantha said chair.
Oh, Samantha.
Okay. Samantha, you do not win the $1,000, but let's go through them anyway to find out how far you would have got without blowing the first one.
I feel like
I really wonder.
Tony Danza, who's the boss?
I know.
Samantha.
Okay. Mocha, just for fun now. Mocha.
Yeah.
Your second word is long.
Short.
No, Samantha said pull.
Short pull. I don't know nothing about that, girl.
Okay. Mocha, your third word was spring.
Summer?
No, incorrect. She said winter.
Oh.
Your fourth word would have been rock.
Scissors.
Incorrect. Samantha said seashell.
Why?
Okay. And finally, your fifth word would have been umbrella.
Rain.
Yes.
Hey!
There you go.
Oh, 1 for 5. 1 for 5.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Mary, welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So, Mary, you were on our show recently when you were asking for Roz's lasagna recipe.
Oh.
Mary had to make a lasagna for her girlfriend, who every year on her birthday wants nothing more than a lasagna and then like an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
That's right. Great birthday.
So you, Roz, gave your incredible recipe on how you make lasagna.
A quick version of the recipe. Yes,
And
I did.
We
Yes.
got so many texts from people who were like, please break it down again. Please send us the recipe. Please even we got more than one of these, by the way, Roz, I'm not making this up.
Yeah.
People who wanted you to do like a YouTube
video
tutorial on your lasagna making. Anyway, so back to Mary. Yes or no, after getting those instructions from Roz, did you make the lasagna for your girlfriend?
I did make the lasagna.
Mm-hmm.
It turned out amazing. There was a few variations just because I kind of forgot some things. A YouTube video for sure would be helpful in the future.
Yeah.
For next year, maybe.
Sure.
But it was so amazing. She loved it. It was the gift that kept on giving. We ate it all week. And yeah, I think I crushed it.
That's the best
So
part of
the parts that you said that were missing, they were obviously weren't like key elements because y'all still enjoyed the lasagna for a full week, but what was missing?
It was, I didn't get the vegetables, mash them up and the puree thing.
You don't have to. I just do that. You don't have to puree them.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
fine. Most people who make a sofrito don't puree it. I just do because I grew up with a brother that, like, if he was eating anything and then found like a carrot in it, he would never like. So anytime I see little carrots of things, especially in a spaghetti sauce or like a pasta sauce, I even don't like finding a carrot in a pasta sauce. To me, it's weird, right? It's there for flavor. It's not. I don't want to see it, right?
Yeah.
So that's why
It looks odd.
It looks
Out of
odd.
place.
Yeah, it does.
I agree. Yeah.
It does. So that's why I puree the or just take like a hand blender to the sofrito before I throw everything else in there. But yeah, you don't have to.
Yeah. Otherwise, it turned out amazing.
So is this the way then, Mary, you're going to make lasagna moving forward?
Yes, I think so. I mean, it was my first time making a lasagna, but I don't know how you can go back.
Somebody wrote me the other day, they were picking apart the way that I do my sauce because she's like, as an Italian, as an Italian all the time. It's always as an Italian.
Yeah, buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Because I said that I put a couple tablespoons of butter in my sauce.
Oh,
right?
well, what's wrong with that?
Well, she's like, Italians never do that. But I'm like, listen, fat is good, especially in a lasagna. Especially the more fat that you can flavor up and everything else with the cheese and everything, you need it. It tastes so delicious.
Any more angry Italians out there?
No, I didn't get.
Just one.
I didn't get killed by any. There was just one angry Italian.
Can I tell you something, Roz?
Yeah.
Is since listening to this show, I always casually will say Italian to people in conversation, and they will all be like, "It's Italian," and I always say Italian.
I know.
It's my favorite thing.
I know. It's so funny. We have I'm pretty close to somebody who's Italian, and she literally threatened like violence against me.
Oh yeah.
And like we're friends. And she was like, "You say Italian one more time on the radio, and like we're gonna throw."
Mary, I'm glad it all worked out. Thank you very much for the update. Actually, the other thing I'm curious about, what kind of ice cream cake did you get from Dairy Queen?
I got a classic Blizzard cake with cookie dough and Reese's Pieces on top and a little message on the top. And yeah, it was beautiful.
All right. So when are you making that lasagna again? You have family members asking or what?
Yeah, I actually had to make it at my mom's house. So I made an extra one for them.
And obviously there was no making out after that. I cannot imagine taking my clothes off in front of somebody having just eaten lasagna and ice cream cake.
For days.
For days. I'm going to need a week.
Love you lots, Mary. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
Take care. Bye-bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I'm going to talk about this real quick. This is wild, man. So,
go.
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. One of the greatest dynamic duos in NBA history. Played on the Bulls together for years. Won championships, right?
Yep.
And during that time, they looked like they got along great. It was all for the team. It was all to like support each other. And then years later, you hear about, and then when you watch like the Last Dance documentary, the feelings weren't as mutual, right?
Yeah.
But they knew they had a job to do.
Yeah. It's like us.
Shut up. So, get this. This is so savage. Okay. So, Michael Jordan has a son named Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus Jordan is now dating. It's official. They've made it Instagram official.
Yeah.
Even though they've been spotted out together, hanging out. And they just said, no, we're just friends, we're hanging out, right? But they made it Instagram official with a kiss.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's son, Marcus, is now dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife.
Oh my God.
See, this should be the plot of You People. Right? I want to see that dinner. Right? Okay, so wait a second. So Michael Jordan's daughter?
No, Michael Jordan's son.
Michael Jordan's son is dating Scottie Pippen's ex-wife?
Yeah. So basically, imagine if you are dating.
What's the age difference
your
there?
father's
16 years.
Oh.
Imagine you're dating your father's co-worker's ex-wife.
And they don't get along.
Yeah, she's 48. Larsa Pippen.
How would they have ever met?
She's only 48?
Larsa Pippen is 48, and Marcus Jordan is 32.
Wasn't she? She was like on what reality show? Was it one of the Real Housewives or something?
No, it was basketball. I think it was the Basketball Wives.
Yeah. She was on a reality show.
No, also the Real Housewives of Miami. Sorry.
Oh,
That's
there
what
you
it
go.
was.
Real
That's what it
Housewives of Miami.
Hold on, let me check out her IG.
Yo,
But,
Yeah.
But yo, that is crazy. Can you imagine?
No. that
Your
is-
father's
Come on now.
co-worker's ex-wife is who you're dating.
Listen, man, Michael wasn't the only MVP in that family.
Hold on here. They're posing in front of a Michael Jordan mural?
Yeah. And he's wearing Jordans on his feet and a Jordan toque.
He's not wearing. Is she wearing Pippins?
No such thing exists, sir.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
That's a troll. When your ex-wife is posing with the son of your nemesis in front of a giant floral mural of his jersey, that is like, that's hurtful.
Big time.
That's hurtful.
Big time.
Oh, damn. I hope it works out for them.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Can you play me? There's a clip over there that says, does this dog say, where are you going? Because there's nobody in the world that loves talking animals, whether it's a cat saying hello or a dog talking, than you and I. And we have such an incredible archive that we've dissected to try and figure out if the thing is actually saying the thing that the owners say the thing is saying.
Okay. So the dog says what?
Where are you going?
It's a demon dog.
Hold on. See, if you didn't say where are you going, I don't
Right.
think I would have heard it. But
Okay.
because you said it first,
True.
That's all I
you're
hear
right.
now.
No, you're right. I
Right?
placed that in you. You're right.
Sounds like a Star Wars character.
Okay.
where are you going?
Oh my God.
It really sounds like it. It really, really does. Come on.
Come on, right?
So is everyone agreeing?
Absolutely.
Yes.
They all. Yeah, it really
It really sounds like where are you going?
Yeah.
Where are you going? Right? Like almost like a cartoon dog. Like that's like a made up dog voice, like some sort of hound, right? Like a
I just think Star Wars.
It's like with this dog that says I love you, right?
I love you. Mishka, I love you. Mishka, I love you. I love you. Mishka, I love you.
I love you. I love you. Good girl.
right?
Yeah. But again,
Come on.
it's one of those things
I
where
know.
if you say the words first.
I know. It's tough though. But like that's like to me that sounds like the dog is just like literally repeating what the owners say, but they don't know,
But not
right?
this
They don't know. Come on, man. Right? Also, if that dog said that to me in that voice, I would tell it everything.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Okay, Roz is gone. Roz in Richmond Hill. Your first word was under, you said over. Second word was heads, you said tails. Third word was pen, you said pencil. Fourth word is nuggets, you said chicken. Fifth word is flat, you said round. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great.
Okay.
We're good?
Roz, come back to us, please.
All right. Listen to Isaac Hayes live.
Oh,
excuse me.
Come on now.
All right, let's get to it.
Yes.
Roz, your first word is under.
Over.
Oh! There you go.
All right.
Your second word is heads.
Tails. Come on now.
Your third word is pen.
Paper. Did you say pencil?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
I'm so sorry. I know. It was the first thing that came to my mind. I should have taken a beat. Damn it. I'm so sorry. Oh, for God's sake.
What happened?
There goes the trip.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Let's just finish this round real quick.
Yeah.
Your fourth word, Roz, is nuggets.
Chicken.
Your
No way.
fifth word is flat.
Tire.
No.
Oh.
Round.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Holla, holla, holla.
Holla, 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 holla.
What's going on?
Yeah.
How's everybody?
Good, man.
Hold on.
What? What's the matter?
Switch these headphones.
Oh, you don't like them? You got new
No.
headphones.
Maybe
10
seconds.
that's fine.
Hold on.
Put your other ones in. Did you bring your backups?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying new headphones, huh? It's always a pain in the ass. Those are like the ones that stick right in your ears, too. I had those. I hated them. I couldn't stand them.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
Smooth.
My other headphones,
Let's
I hope these ones aren't broken.
Smooth. Now you got to bend down and everything.
Now, typically, when you buy stuff on Amazon, you can return no problem, right?
Sure.
But with these ones,
because they go right in your ear holes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I can return them?
I didn't return mine. I didn't
You
even
didn't?
try. No.
Probably
you can
not.
return them. They're just not going to resell them.
Yeah, you're right. It's Amazon. You're right, Maura. 100%.
They should
you're
be
right.
able to, right?
You can just box them up and just return it, and then you'll get that return notice that they.
I think I already
refunded
crushed
you.
up the box, though.
Don't worry about it.
'Cause
Stick 'em in the Ziploc.
my husband returned back cream.
Oh, like the stuff that was left in the tube, or what you scraped off his back because there was too much.
Oh no, what was left in the tube?
Oh, okay, interesting. Why does he have only back cream?
Well, it was like for muscles or something.
Oh, it's like a
And it didn't,
like
and
a
he
hot
didn't like it. It
cold
didn't
kind of
work. So he
thing.
gave a review, and they sent a return sticker, and off he went.
But yeah, I think you can return your headphones. It's not
Yeah.
panties,
No, yeah, exactly.
right?
I think you can also return panties.
I believe you're right, Maury. On Amazon, I think you can return panties.
I'm going to have to go digging through the recycling bin, though.
Yeah.
Because anytime we get anything that comes in a cardboard box,
Yeah.
I
But you knew
immediately
you were
flatten it.
you knew you were just testing these out for one
It's
day.
just
Why
habit.
did you
It's
get rid of
habit.
the box?
The box that it came in?
Yeah, like the actual packaging, not the Amazon box, but the
Correct.
packaging that came in. You tore that up, huh?
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think
flattened
you
it.
need that. You could just use a bubble envelope, and as long as you have the receipt.
And just like put all the product in there without all the
and
without
print
the actual
receipt,
packaging.
print
Yeah.
proof of your purchase.
Yeah, I guess so. You can return anything on Amazon. I
I
don't think they're
should
going
be
to
able
ask you. How much were they?
It's like $100.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't care.
Yeah, no, they don't care.
On
They don't-
sale.
No. They don't. You don't have to write an apology note because I know you're the type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Amazon, thank you
Yeah,
very much
I
for
know,
shipping
I know the whole deal.
within the time frame that you said.
Yeah, a little bit about me, right? Yeah, they don't need all that, man.
I work on the radio.
Okay, yeah.
Headphones are very important to my
Rob,
job.
They don't need all
I've
that.
been on the hunt. I purchased these ones based on the amazing reviews. However,
They don't need all that. No, man. I don't even know if they actually need all the product either. I think like if
So the like within the package with the headphones, it came with like other packages of like additional ear tips. I don't
think they
this
need
and this and
those.
this.
No.
So I didn't open those because those are
Yeah.
individually wrapped.
Yeah.
So the
I don't
only
even-
thing opened up from the package are the.
I don't even
Just
think
send
they need
everything back.
Just put it in a
Send it all back.
Ziploc.
Jeff Bezos needs to put it back on the shelf.
They don't care. You will
Just send
get
it back?
they don't care. Who's opening that envelope? Like who? Some guy at a warehouse. Like it's going to get thrown into the stack. They
Mm-hmm.
don't care. And then it's going to go off to some reseller who, they take
Like
all the
Lysol
stuff.
wipe it?
They take all the stuff that's been returned to Amazon
Mm-hmm.
and then they resell it on there. Oh, God, don't even worry about it. They just buy all that stuff in bulk. They buy these boxes from Amazon where it's like all the return stuff and they just sell it and they don't even know what's in. It's like Storage Wars. They don't even know what's in these boxes.
Mystery box.
Yeah, they have no idea. Sometimes you get a good box, sometimes you don't. But then they sell it on their website. They don't care. They really don't at all. They don't care. Yeah, but so they work great though, huh?
But are you going to leave a review?
No, that's the one thing. I read so many reviews on stuff that I buy on Amazon.
Yeah.
I've never written a review for something that I've purchased.
No, me neither. You know what's interesting is that sometimes when you're on those Amazon reviews, right, it's not so much the reviews, it's the question and answers that I'm always really the most curious about, right? I was looking for a tank top last week, right?
Okay. Please tell me you were looking at reviews. Or also, why would you be looking at reviews?
Yeah.
The tank top is a tank top.
Yeah, because I listen. I wanted one that was long, right? So I'm looking at, and the thing had great reviews, but then I go to the questions, right? The question answers, okay, and that's where I usually find A, the most detail, and B, the best entertainment.
Okay.
So, and they only show you like the top 3 sort of question answer, and then you can click on expand it down and drop down menu, and then you get more questions, everything else. It's a black tank top.
Okay.
And one of the questions, so somebody went on Amazon looking for a black tank top, was unsure about this particular black tank top, wrote in, asked a question, hit submit, waited for the answer, and then liked the answer. And the question was, can I wear this with a bathing suit?
Yo, you gotta know. And what was the answer?
Yes, I believe you can.
Like.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Watched a bunch of stuff this weekend. Watched Shotgun Wedding.
How was it?
Come on, it was fun.
What, Shem?
Yo, Shotgun Wedding is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my
I say
life.
the same thing about You People.
What?
Yeah, You People was awful.
I found Jonah Hill to be obnoxiously annoying.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, You People is just a bad movie. Right?
Flip side, I loved it.
Yeah. No, because let me tell you why I didn't enjoy You People.
Okay,
right?
tell me.
Was it felt like that's the scenes in the trailer, right? Which were awesome. Like the meeting of Eddie Murphy and all of this stuff. Also, you have Eddie Murphy in a movie and he's not funny once in a movie, which is like to me a travesty. But to me, the movie just felt like it felt like just scenes as opposed to a movie. And I'm
like
interested.
a well-rounded story.
And in a romantic comedy, I'm always interested in like the love story. And in this movie, it was like they meet and then there's a montage of them buying running shoes together and then literally just says 6 months later.
Right.
Like there was no
I
relation.
found Jonah to be really annoying.
There was just no relationship. Like
I think because the story, well, at least what I got from it, it was more about the relationship with each family that took precedent over the relationship between Jonah Hill and Lauren London.
But in order
Their
to
love
understand
story, right?
how they deal with their family and everything else, I had to have an understanding of how they deal with each other. And there was no love story.
They met first in the car, and then all of a sudden they were on dates.
Well, no, but it was just a montage of, running shoe shopping, and then it was, I'm going to propose.
Yeah.
Right? Like they literally said 6 months later. Like they skip over the relationship in a romantic comedy.
Yeah, I would say the movie didn't have a ton of depth. I did expect it to go a little bit deeper in terms of this sort of interracial relationship and all that sort of thing, for sure. I thought Julia Louis-Dreyfus was amazing. I thought she was hilarious and incredibly awkward. Eddie could have been funnier for sure, but I
didn't laugh once.
I loved that movie, at least compared to Shotgun Wedding, which was a complete heap of trash.
The only thing that they have is they came out on the same day. Like we can't compare.
That was a heap of trash movie, man. Oh my gosh.
With You People, I just enjoyed. I agree that there were individual scenes as opposed to a well-rounded, coherent movie. I just enjoyed like the scenes, the awkwardness between everyone in those scenes.
But in order to do that though, right? Like in order to set up properly that this is what they're each walking into, I just could not believe that they didn't write a scene between the two main characters having a conversation with each other about their parents. They never discussed it.
They just went
she was never like, by the way, my old man, You know, huge. And he's like, should have been like, by the way, my mom, this is what you're walking into.
Right, because the first time
they
Jonah
never
Hill,
had a conversation about it.
I don't think that Jonah knew that's what was going to happen.
Of course he did.
No, I don't think he did.
Because
Of course he did.
the first time he met the parents was when he took them out for chicken and waffles.
Yeah, but like they never had, like the two characters never discussed this stuff,
Yeah,
right?
by
And
the
so I was kind of like, it was just like, it seemed like a real, a movie that was like really could have and did go to really deep places. But I just felt that there wasn't enough of a movie there to sustain the idea of where they wanted to go. Does that make sense at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was
didn't
beautiful
laugh.
looking. It
I
was
didn't
beautiful.
laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I wanted, like, I was really looking forward. I didn't laugh.
At anything? You didn't laugh?
I
Not
liked
that
the
one?
dinner scene. That was funny.
Yeah.
But other than that, I just found Jonah Hill to just, it was just too much Jonah Hill for me.
It was his movie. He was the star of the movie.
You wrote and produced it, sir.
I was watching this going, God, you're being so annoying.
Oh, he was just a bad, like a poorly written character. You
Yeah.
don't like that? You
Yeah.
know?
I think I liked it more than you guys.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Who? Than you people? You liked it more than
That's funny.
I liked when Eddie Murphy's brother came into the picture. Who's that guy? I can't. What's that
Mike
guy?
Epps?
Mike Epps.
Mike Epps.
Yeah. But also, I just felt like oh God, who was Jonah Hill's grandmother? That she's hilarious, and she had
that's Rhea Perlman.
Rhea Perlman. She had no
Cheers.
lines. She had nothing.
Spoiler alert.
Right? Spoiler.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello, happy Monday. It is January 30th already,
Is
guys.
it really? Damn.
One down, 11 to go.
What does that mean? Oh, months?
Yeah.
What are you counting down to the end of the year already?
I can't wait till Christmas.
You got like summer, man.
Bro, Christmas was 4 weeks ago. 5 weeks now. 5 weeks ago.
Jeez, man.
I know, but I know what I already want.
Which is?
I want whatever it is that Roz wears when he's cooking. That apron, it looks like jeans. I want that.
I don't wear a jean apron when I don't start floating that out there.
Looks like you strap jeans to your chest.
No, I don't. Also, how do you know that?
I think Catherine
Did I
posted
send you?
something?
Did I send you a picture one time?
No,
of
I
me
think.
wearing
Oh, yeah, you
something
did.
like
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
I want that.
No, I.
Is that the one I gave you?
No, that's at the
denim one?
cottage.
Which one? Or did I give you? Okay, not to make it
First
weird.
of all, I
but
have 4 aprons.
not to make it weird.
Did you
but
buy him the jeans?
Did I buy you the leather one?
No.
Okay, I want the leather one.
No, you didn't buy me.
You can't cook with a leather apron. That's what you cut meat with.
No,
It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't have a leather apron. Although I've looked at leather aprons before, but they just don't seem practical. And
Well, it seems easier to wash.
Dirty. I'm just too dirty. Like I just wipe my hands all over it. No, I have. It's just like a heavy canvas, I guess is what you could describe this as. But I like big pockets because I like to put my hands in them, right? And I like
What
to
else you put
keep-
in pockets?
Oh, just
Put, like, knives or
like a
like-
rag and
Uh-huh.
like all sorts of stuff. I'll stick it in.
You
Like
shouldn't be putting your hands in the pocket if you're cooking.
what are you talking? Why?
Don't you need your hands for like what you're doing?
Well, like I need to be like on guard. Like I gotta like I'm gonna have to like karate fight somebody at some
Like when
point.
the shepherd's pie is in the oven for an hour
What do
and
you
he's
mean,
standing there.
shepherd's like
He's standing there ready to knuckle up.
yeah,
Just in case.
like I'm gonna have to fight. The hell are you talking about, man?
You know
Do you not
nothing,
have an
man.
apron at home, more?
No.
No?
No,
Do
and
you
I
cook
really
with an
need
apron,
one.
Mocha?
Not all the time. My wife does though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I need one though, because like sauce is splashing all up in me.
Get an apron. I've ruined too many shirts that have
Yeah.
like oil spots on them because I'm cooking something at a real super high temperature and then it just splashes or whatever. I've ruined too many because you can't get that out, right? Like
That's
I've
why I
ruined
cook in
way too many
pajamas, because I don't care about my pajamas.
Jeez. God, I don't know if I would eat something if you cooked it in pajamas
I know.
more. Like, I really don't. It could be delicious, and I'd still be like, "Do you wear pajamas when you mean that?"
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Like, just all sleepy and like, no, it's not for me. But no, I need an apron when I cook. Need an apron, and then when I put the apron on to cook, it stays on until I go to bed. I don't take it off. Like I'll sit on the couch in the apron all night.
Even when you're eating dinner?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If I cook in the apron, I eat in the apron.
Really?
Yeah.
So you've
Yeah.
fallen asleep on the couch in the apron?
You have no idea. You have no idea. I've fallen asleep so hard on the couch that I've gone downstairs, like I've gone to the bedroom, still half asleep with the apron on, and then not realize why I couldn't get my t-shirt off.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello.
Ray, it's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing very good, thank you.
Ray has been on the show with us before, Roz. Ray is a super fan of the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hello, Ray.
Listens to the live show, listens to the podcast all the time, and sent me a DM that simply reads this: Mocha, I'm pissed at Roz. We need to chat.
What the hell?
Well, Roz, you need to understand, man, like, your reach is far. People really listen to what you say.
Yeah.
Your opinion matters. It goes a long way.
Yeah.
So you've made me bathroom paranoid because you started talking about snakes in the toilet.
Yeah.
And now it's disturbing my sleep every night because usually I would get up in the middle of the night, quickly go for a pee. Now I have to turn lights on and check to make sure there's no snake in there.
Yes, snake check. Always.
Have you ever had a snake in the toilet?
No, it didn't even enter my mind that would be a possibility, but now it won't leave.
Yeah, no, snake check. Always snake check. When we were doing a reno on the cottage, the contractor one day sent me a picture of a snake on our bathroom floor. Right?
Oh my God.
And I was like, and he goes, I'll tell the other guys to keep an eye on it this week, whatever. And I was like, no, you find that now.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you even send me that picture? Like, why would you send me that picture?
It's probably normal for them. They
right?
see it all the
And
time.
I guess because they were doing a lot of duct work and it crawled up through the vent.
Gross.
Right?
Oh,
Super
God.
gross. Super gross. And they never got it. They never found the snake.
Do you check when you're at the cottage?
I
all the
snake
time?
check every single time. Even in the city, I snake check.
So, Ray, when you, in the middle of the night, you have to turn on the light, use the bathroom, and then there's no snake, whatever, and then you go back to bed. Does it take you a while, like, to get back to bed, or is the thought of just having to get up to do a snake check still kind of linger in your mind?
No, it's a matter of I used to just get up, take a quick pee. I didn't even turn on a light.
Yeah.
Sometimes my eyes would still be closed.
Sometimes I sit there and I think that I feel something.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my God.
And I either like sit up and then look behind me kind of thing, or I'll reach down in between to just make sure. But sometimes like I feel like it's not a bite, but sometimes I feel like something is just brushed by it.
Like it's just like a wisp.
You know
of
what I mean?
something?
Like a wisp of something, just like a wisp of
That's
something,
so gross.
right? And then I have to start, and then I start thinking in my own head, if there was, like, if something was to bite, right, grab onto something, would you prefer it to be the
berries?
the pear, right, or the solo? You know what I mean? Like if you had to.
What would I take my chance with?
If you had to, right? Because I think about this stuff all the time. I'm like, which would I rather have? If it latched on, and I don't mean like nipped you and then let go, but if it grabbed on it and if it latched on, would you rather the pear or the solo?
Not solo.
Not solo?
No, not solo. It would have
No,
to be
huh?
the pear.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. But okay, but like in between the pear or like on a pear?
On a.
On a pear.
Yeah.
Oh God, I might pass out if that happened. But I think about this
I
stuff.
feel like it might be a solo at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But no,
Jeez.
I think about that all the time. Like if something, when I feel something down there graze, right? Like it's just like I don't know, it's like a draft or something like that almost sometimes. It really drives me nuts. And then I'm like, okay, which would go, like which would hurt the most and which would I be okay with? And if it was latched on, which would be easier to get the snake off of if it latched on? And then I start thinking maybe side solo, right?
Yeah.
Right? Maybe side solo, not end solo.
Oh, absolutely
Right?
not. No,
Right?
no.
Right? No.
This is getting disgusting
Oh,
here.
man. I'm so glad I'm not a guy.
Ray, thank you very much for the DM.
No worries. I love you guys so much.
And we love you right back. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Have a great one.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sad day yesterday, sad day today. Hurricane Hazel passed away yesterday in her home. 101 years old.
2 weeks shy of her 102nd.
Yeah, incredible. Really, really, really incredible. What a woman. Jesus.
36 years as mayor of Mississauga.
Yeah.
And I've never met anyone in my entire life who loved and cherished Mississauga the way Hazel McCallion did.
She had an incredible, just like, obsession to serving.
Mm-hmm.
It was wild. It was really like you can't do what she did for that long without it sort of just being, you know, like a calling. Like you don't find people who live to serve like Hazel McCallion anymore. And I don't know if we ever will, to be honest with you. She was like one in a million and funny.
In the 40s, she and her husband settled in Streetsville. Streetsville, of course.
What up, Streetsville?
What up, Streetsville? Being down the road, being a part of Mississauga.
Yeah.
So she like literally lived and breathed Mississauga.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing about Hazel McCallion is she always gave us time on the Roz and Mocha show.
She put up with so much of our nonsense over the years.
Even though I am sure she has no idea what the hell a Roz and Mocha actually is. But still answered her phone every single time we called.
Yeah.
Every single time Damnit Maurie's name popped up on the call display.
Yeah, she was a gamer. She really was.
And she knew. So if I could, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to go back and play. We have here like a montage of all the times that Hurricane Hazel was being polite and answering questions from Damnit Maurie.
Have you outlived all your friends?
Well, no, not all by any means, but I've outlived quite a few people.
If you were to sing a song while you washed your hands, what song would you sing?
You Are My Sunshine.
Oh, how does that go?
Okay, I have something on the stove.
What would you say has been your biggest accomplishment in 100 years?
A lot of important things happened during my life. I enjoyed being mayor of Streetsville. I enjoyed being in the private sector. You look back, and every part of your life is of importance and significance.
How long would it take you to cross the Great Lakes on a paddleboard?
First of all, I don't swim, so somebody would have to put me in a boat.
And then what you need to do into the microphone is you just need to say, turn down for what?
I don't know what you mean by that. Turn down.
What is your secret to living that long?
Well, working hard, exercising. I was involved in a lot of sports. I ate a lot of fish. I was born on the Gaspé Coast, and I drank unpasteurized milk.
Will you sing with me?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Will you say me? Happy birthday to
me.
Happy birthday, dear
Hazel.
How young do you feel?
I don't feel any older than 39.
All joking aside, you're older than sliced bread.
Yes, that's right.
Jeez,
we love you. The world loves you. You've been an incredible asset to this country and this world.
Thank you. I really, really appreciate that.
Hazel, I love you.
Thank you. Who is calling? I didn't get your name.
Oh, my name is Maurie, and I'm with the Roz and Mocha show. We talk every year, don't you remember?
No.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I get a lot of calls.
You guys are like the lowest on the list of people I need to remember.
What a woman. My
Hurricane
God.
Hazel McCallion. Yo, you will be missed, and we love you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
There's a wild story about this woman who, she's retired, and guys keep showing up at her house, like looking for sex. And because I guess that they think that that's like some sort of brothel or something like this, but it's just a regular house. Like she just lives there, but it got out. I don't know how.
Maybe at one time it was?
I don't think so. I think that they go on and like pay and then somebody maybe gives them a bad address or whatever the hell it is. But anyway, this woman has now been dealing with a stream of guys showing up at her house.
How can a man go to a house in a neighborhood thinking they're gonna get sex? As many hookers and prostitutes are out there, go get one. Leave me alone. Some sex website that nasty old men go and look for sex. They pay Venmo for the services, and then they get my address and they come here. Yes, I have my Smith & Wesson 357 Magnum loaded 4-inch barrel next to me, and I answer the door with it.
So these guys go on a website and they Venmo money, and then the address that these guys get is just like her address?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even she has a sign on her front, on the grass, right when you're approaching the house, that says in bright orange letters, Kelly does not live here.
Oh.
Because one of the two names that's given, or the one that comes up the most when guys are showing up, is that Kelly. I'm here to see Kelly.
Right.
So what this woman did was provide an example of an interaction she's had with someone who's shown up and rings her ring doorbell and her exchange with that individual.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Supposed to meet someone here or no? Is this the wrong place?
Which name?
Rhonda?
For drugs or sex?
Second one?
Well, you know what? This is a bait house, and you have about 10 seconds to get away from it, or the cops are going to get you.
So this guy, first of all, you hear the nervousness in his voice when he's like, the second one. And then when she says the cops are going to be here, he throws both of his hands up in the air and runs away.
Does he? Rhonda.
Rhonda?
Rhonda.
Excuse me?
Supposed to meet someone here or no? Is this the wrong place?
Which name?
Rhonda?
For drugs or sex?
Right here.
Second one?
Well, you know what? This is a bait house, and you have about 10 seconds to get away from it, or the cops are going to get you.
The second one?
But
guys.
Hey, you know what?
I feel sort of bad for the guy because now his voice is everywhere.
What do you mean you sort of feel bad for the guy?
You make a transaction and, you expect it to all work out for you. Like you're not going to Venmo Rhonda and she's going to send you off to a Nana's house.
And now his voice is all over the news.
It's funny because a lot of it's surprising too. A lot of the video evidence that she's supplied to this news station from her door cam, like a lot of the encounters are like during the day.
Oh, really?
Midday.
Work hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's one guy that showed up like it looked like his work truck.
Yeah. Extra long lunch.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Or not. Or not.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Reading the story right before we jumped on the radio about this 18-year-old in Ottawa who won the lottery. She went to buy scratch tickets as a gift for a friend for her birthday and decided to buy one for herself as well. It was like instant bingo. And she scanned and won 50 grand.
Oh, not fair.
Okay?
Yeah.
So she's 18, and in order to claim her prize, she needed 2 pieces of identification. I don't know what the first piece, the article that I read did not say what the first piece of identification was or what the only identification was that she had, but she didn't have a driver's license. So she went out, took her driving test, passed it, just so that she could claim her $50,000 lottery winnings. Yes.
Couldn't she use a passport or something?
Maybe she doesn't have it. It's probably faster to get her driver's license.
Yeah, maybe.
See, this is the thing. Matthew, my husband, doesn't have his driver's license.
Yeah, it's difficult. All those years when I didn't have mine, it became extremely difficult.
Yeah, because for certain things, you need 2 pieces of ID.
Yeah,
right?
and it's just, and then some places will, and I also had one of the old health cards.
Oh, the red and white ones.
The red and white ones.
I still have that.
Yeah, so, it probably doesn't work, Maury.
Oh.
They burn those things all the time. But yeah, so I didn't have a health card with my picture on it, and I didn't have a driver's license. So my only piece of ID was my passport. And it was really difficult in times when I needed 2 pieces of ID.
Don't they have those cards? Like if you don't have a driver's license,
An identity card. Yeah.
the
That's what
identity
Matthew
card,
has.
right?
Yeah.
It looks like a driver's license, but it's not.
I've never actually seen an identity card. What does it look like?
It's purple.
But what is it for? Like it's just
nothing?
nothing?
It just has your address on it, your picture. As Mocha said, it looks like a driver's license.
But
It's just another form of ID.
But people accept those?
Yeah, they have to. It's
Yeah.
government issue.
So back to this girl here who won the $50,000. You had said that she was buying her friend a scratch ticket for her birthday.
Correct.
And also happened to buy herself one at the same time.
Correct.
Now, did she specifically give the friend the one that she bought that was intended for the friend? Or did they both go in the purse and then one made it into the card and then...
When she bought the ticket, she scratched it right then and there on the spot inside the store and then scanned and saw that she won.
If it was a losing ticket, that's a good question though. That she bought 2, she had 2 in her hand. Who knew which one's for the friend? If I was the friend, I'd be like, you kind of only have.
The intention was to buy one for the friend, right? So maybe she picked out the one for the friend first and was like, you know what, since I'm here, I might as well pick another one. So the second one is what she probably picked for herself, scratched that one, saw it was the 50 grand winner.
You snooze, you lose, man.
Yeah, but the friend now gets nothing.
Or she went in going, I'm going to get her a scratch ticket. And then she's like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll get one for myself. And then walked up to the counter and said, I'll have 2.
Oh, right.
That's the thing.
Yeah. So you don't know which out of the 2 she picked out was the original intended gift.
Yeah, well, we know the one that didn't win.
Loser.
If I was the friend, I'd be like, you kind of owe me like at least $1,000.
No, the one that didn't. You get the one that doesn't win. That's the way it works. That's the way friendship works. Maury, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, loser.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
James Gunn is set to release at least part of his outlook for the DC universe today.
I saw people are freaking out.
I know.
DC Universe has been trending all night, or part of yesterday and all night.
One thing that we know will not happen, though, is that Dave Bautista will not be heading to the DC universe to play Bane, because that was his big goal. Was Dave Bautista wanted to be Bane. He's like, I am Bane, right?
Yeah, he really is. Size-wise. And he's been talking about that for I feel like a while, right?
A long time, yeah. And he just confirmed that it's not happening. So what he said was, for the DC universe to be revived, you need to start from scratch, which is what James Gunn is doing. And he said, I don't think at this point in my career I can bring justice to Bane anymore. I don't know if I could handle the physical part.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is something that is going to most likely be the next 10 years of his life or so, right? Multi-movies. And
how old is Batista now?
Well, I mean, wrestler age is different than regular age, right?
Oh, for sure.
I was watching that, my God, what was that thing on the other night that you jabronis were all watching?
Royal Rumble.
Hold on a second, man.
He's 54, by the way.
54, yeah. He can't do Bane. No.
Yeah, what about Royal Rumble?
Bro, first of all.
Whatever, dude. You were watching
so
too,
boring.
and you hit up the group chat.
So boring.
No, it wasn't. What
that last fight. I watched the last bit of the last fight.
With
right?
the bloodline? Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was so boring.
From when?
It took forever. It was just dragging and dragging.
From what part did you start watching?
But I did watch that one guy with all the tattoos.
Roman Reigns?
Slam the chubby guy's head right against the metal stairs.
That was the last
Kevin
match.
Owens,
I thought I witnessed the homicide. He really slammed his head against the metal stairs twice.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then it just fizzled into boringness, and you couldn't hear anything. And it was
called storyline?
It's not storyline. It was just a bunch of guys standing around, and then it was just it was such an anticlimactic win.
I still don't understand.
The pin was just it was nonsense.
I can't. This jabroni. I don't know what he's even saying.
Look at you guys.
You were so close. You were so close to being invited to the wrestling group chat.
You guys right there.
I had my whole my head on invite for you, Roz. This guy is nuts.
You're so easy. You're so easy, you two.
Yo, you might get sweet chin music right now, yo.
So easy. Both of you.
Boring. Wait, you just don't understand.
I'm sweating over here.
I know you are. I can tell.
So livid right now.
There's like, oh my
God. There's like so much I just want to like delve into right now.
Yeah, I would
and explain.
I want to nerd out.
I don't need it.
I want to nerd out right now.
Right? Like why it was
totally,
so the significance of what happened on Saturday night. Like, bro, you didn't even know.
They're calling it the best wrestling storyline in decades.
Yeah,
I'm just,
it really was.
I'm just saying the end was boring.
Shut
They
up.
just stood around and did nothing.
Listen, yeah,
And you couldn't hear anything.
No, a lot was done. Okay,
No, a lot wasn't done.
thematically,
No.
dramatically.
No. Okay.
A lot. You didn't even need to
you
say
two.
anything.
Look at
it's like
you
the
guys.
facial expressions of
You're
everybody.
so fired
The body
up.
language.
Oh, the body language.
Bro, my heart is racing right now.
I know. I'm so angry.
I swear.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Arlene. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Why don't you tell everyone why you are on Fix My Life?
For sure, yeah. When it comes to my career, do I listen to my heart or my family?
Wow. You wrote this. Roz and Mocha Fix My Life. I just graduated and I'm currently working a part-time job related to the career path I chose, but I've been feeling pressured from my parents, family members, and friends to find a full-time job that may not be related to the job I really want to do. I don't know if I should just stick it out until something comes along or find another job that would probably provide more stability, quote unquote.
Arlene, how old are you?
I am 24 years old.
24. And what is the career that you chose?
I currently work at a church as a youth minister.
Okay. So that's what your part-time job is then?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your family, or what's the advice that you're getting from everyone, like, to change up?
Honestly, like anything really. They don't think that my job pays enough, and they think I'm at that point in my life where I need a full-time job, which would, I guess, be the next step in my life, on the way to, saving up and whatever that may be for the future.
What do you want to do?
I mean, ultimately, I do want to work in a church and continue in ministry, but I guess the job listings for that are kind of slim.
Like, I don't even know that job market. Like, how many, like, what are you waiting for? Like, you want to be like a minister at a church kind of thing? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm currently doing, but my hours are still technically part-time. So I guess I'm waiting for a job in the same, like, I guess, as a youth minister as well, but with better hours.
What does that pay? I don't even know what a minister makes.
I mean, I would say better than minimum wage, but
You would say, or you just, like, do you know or you don't know?
I mean, it is. It's
Okay.
better than minimum wage, but it's
Okay.
not a high-paying job.
And how often do those jobs become available?
From what I've seen, I would say maybe a posting once every few months here and there.
Okay, and is that just in the city that you're in, or is that like across the country?
It's like across Ontario, I would say.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. So you're not making enough right now to survive, right?
Yes.
Right. Don't you just work Sundays?
No, I mean, I work weekdays as well.
Bro, the Lord works 24/7, man. I'm going to tell you that.
I don't know, man. Okay, so you don't make enough to live, and your family is concerned about you because they think that you're just sitting around waiting for a position to open up where you could then be a minister at some Ontario church and then possibly move away. But as it is right now, they know the realities, which is those jobs are few and far between. And are you even qualified for those jobs yet?
Yes.
You are. Okay. So they get it. But right now, how much of your life, as far as your expenses, are you relying on other people for?
I wouldn't say I'm relying on anyone right now.
You're paying your own way for everything?
Yes.
Where do you live?
Well, with my parents. But I pay rent to my parents.
Okay. You pay rent to your parents. All right.
Yeah. How much are you paying them in rent?
A lot of my paycheck.
Okay. But what a month are you paying for your rent with your parents?
Around $700.
Okay. So just so you know, right? You know that, like, if you move out, you are not even coming close to finding a place for $700 a month.
100%.
Okay.
So what is the plan then in your mind to help offset that? So you're working part-time right now at the church. Are you like on the hunt for, let's say, another part-time job to make a little extra cash?
Yeah, I have been. I think I've kind of just been putting off kind of looking for a part-time job that's not related to it. I mean, I feel like that's dumb, but like I feel like in my mind that feels like a step back from kind of reaching my goals, I guess. So I've kind of been putting that off.
So I think that you have to look at what is in front of you. And I think that what your family is concerned about, it's not where you are now, but it's a best case scenario type situation, right? So if everything works out for you and you go from being a youth minister to an actual minister at a church, I think that what they're looking at is even if everything works out for you, you're still going to be having financial difficulty for life.
That makes sense.
Unless you're going to be like one of those shady ministers, you know what I'm saying?
Take a little extra from the donation?
Just a little extra, right?
Donation
I think that that's what they're worried about. I think that they're worried about your overall choice of direction in life because financially to them, they don't see where you come out of this as an adult who is able to sustain a life.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's tough. That's tough for parents to look at. You know, that you've decided to go down a road that is never going to sort of get you out of your parents' basement.
Makes sense.
So
does this conversation offer any type of clarity?
I mean, it does, yeah. I guess it motivates me to kind of look for another part-time job in the meantime.
You're going to need to do that, yes.
You got to make some money, Arlene.
And probably for the rest of your life.
All right. Well,
okay.
Start looking around.
Yeah, start looking around. Get out there. Doesn't mean you have to give up on this, but you got to be able to sustain yourself.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for reaching out, Arlene.
Thank you. Can
All
I
right.
answer the question?
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Hands down, pants down, without a shadow of doubt, Mr. Roz Weston.
Oh, look at that.
The Lord working in mysterious ways. Love you, Arlene.
Love you guys too. Thank you so
Love
much.
you.
Bye.
Bye, love.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
Can you guys please explain to me who?
Yes.
Because I'm seeing her name pop up all over the place right now because of this movie that's coming out on Friday. Who is Rita Moreno?
Oh, Rita Moreno is, oh my God, like she's, what was it?
West Side Story.
West Side
One
Story.
Day at a Time, Singing in the Rain.
West Side Story was really the thing that turned her into a legend. She was on the Academy Awards a couple of years ago, right? Was that it?
Yep.
And everybody just like lost their mind because she's so influential in that world that like anybody who has ever stepped on a stage like bows at the feet of Rita Moreno.
She's also an EGOT, one of the few EGOT
Yes,
winners.
one of the very few EGOT winners. Yeah.
So she's in this new movie called 80 for Brady.
Oh my God, I love this movie so
Which
much.
is out on Friday. The other names, I know who Lily Tomlin is. I know Sally Field. I know Jane Fonda.
Billy Porter.
80 for Brady, inspired by the true story of four best friends living to the fullest when they take a wild trip to the 2017 Super Bowl to see their hero, Tom Brady.
But they're all old, right? Like that's the whole thing is they're all old ladies.
The old ladies who are like
right?
huge
This is like
fans of Tom Brady.
They watch the Super Bowl every year together, and it's like, this is our last chance. You know, we're old. We gotta go.
It's a senior road trip movie.
Right.
Right. And they're all like in love with Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously Tom Brady is in the movie. He's got to be in the movie.
He's one of the he
produced it, right?
Yeah.
One of
yeah.
the producers on the movie.
Yeah.
So Damnit Maurie talked to Rita Moreno for 80 for Brady.
Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but the line of the movie goes to you. And you said the line of the movie when you said, so when are you going to retire? Off camera, did Tom Brady give you any information on what his future holds?
No, of course not. We had no idea. In fact, let me tell you something. We had to rewrite, the writers, had to rewrite the ending of the movie when he decided to unretire. We had another ending to the movie.
Oh.
And then suddenly one day we all hear that he is going back into the game. And we had to literally, not we, but the writers had to rewrite a whole new ending, which I love. I must say, It's funnier and better than the original one.
I didn't even think about that.
Rita Moreno's 91?
91 years old.
Holy hell.
This is Damnit Maurie talking to Rita Moreno from the 80 for Brady movie.
We have to talk about this year's Super Bowl. Will you be watching, and how do you think Rihanna will do during the halftime show?
I think Rihanna will be fantastic, of course. I mean, she's never been anything but, and I just want to see who's going to win the Super Bowl. It sure isn't Tom Brady, and boy, I bet he's very unhappy about that.
Because of this movie, do you get to go to the Super Bowl?
No, but you know what we got? We got as a gift, or the four of us got as a gift, Super Bowl rings.
Like real ones?
We got Super Bowl rings made by the people who make those rings.
Holy
I swear, I almost wet my knickers.
That's really cool, Rita. That's incredible.
Oh, it's beyond cool. It's crazy.
91 years old.
There's a
Of course she would say
certain
knickers.
there's a certain type of woman that still says knickers. You know what I mean? I love her.
She got to go into the locker room in this movie with all those girls.
But it's Jane Fonda, Rita Moreno, Lily Tomlin, and Sally Field in a road trip movie to see the Super Bowl.
This movie was absolutely incredible. I'm getting emotional talking about it now. It was so good, and getting to talk to you is a dream
You
come
have
true.
made me. You know what? You're the last interview I've had this morning, and I have to say, it's the best one of all. I'm so happy you feel that way. It is that good a movie, isn't it?
Well, it really, really is, and I hope everybody sees it. And I'm crying. Thank you,
Maury.
Oh no!
Oh,
Are
Rita.
your eyes wet?
Yes, they are, and I love you, Rita.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad to be loved by you. I want to be loved by you, loved by you, and only you. I want to be loved by you alone.
Boop boop be doo.
Boop boop be doo.
There you go.
Jesus.
That is Rita Moreno. The new movie is called 80 for Brady. It is in theaters on Friday.
Did you lie to a 91-year-old and tell her that it was your favorite movie?
No, I actually really love this movie. I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie.
So the answer is yes. All right, we got to move on. We got this to do.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Beginning of the month, which means it is now time to look back real quick at the first month of the year. Shem, executive producer of the Roz and Mocha Show, also in charge of the Roz and Mocha monthly recaps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right.
It's been a full year that we've been doing this now. Shem taking a look back at the month and putting some of the big stories,
which is
in the world and on the show, to song.
Which is good because January is always a blur.
I'll tell you, I've done, this is not my 13th one, I guess you could say. This was the hardest to do.
It's a blur, right?
Yeah, I mean, I went away, we were, we vacations, and it's just, I was all over the place. Very good month. Yeah, real good month.
Weren't you drunk for like a week of it?
I was drunk for a week of it. Yep. Yes. Absolutely.
And for the first time ever, this one produced by our very own DJ Climax.
Oh, nice.
Taking on the production duties for the Roz and Mocha January recap, written and performed by Shem.
You're not going to hear this remix anywhere else.
It's a DJ Climax exclusive on Kiss.
Oh, no. Let's go, world.
Yes.
Nearly every single night, the Raptors don't look right. That team makes me scream and shout. Rolling Stones, they annoyed. Celine's got a good voice. Drama with the Speaker of the House. Carol Baskin, where is her husband? Thank God Jeremy Renner is fine. Vince McMahon is back. How crazy is that? I'm so sick of winter time. Best wishes to DeMar Hamlin. The Bills lost, but they had a good run. And this month's been crazy. Damn Prince Harry, I bet Shem will come in first. Say it ain't so.
Man.
No more panic at the disco. Hazel McCallion, Lisa Marie, man. I swear their deaths hurt. No. New Bachelor season, the menu was so weird. Man, this recap's a good one.
Yo, listen, for someone who said that you didn't have a lot to work with,
I didn't
for
even
the
know
month,
there was a new Bachelor.
Shem, that's amazing.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Will Smith jumped back on IG.
Oh, yeah?
Yesterday with a big announcement. He was filming himself driving to a destination. He gets to the destination. It's someone's house. Knock on the door.
And he slaps him in the face.
No.
Oh, damn.
Door opens up. It's Martin Lawrence, and they make this announcement.
Hey, it's about that time. It's about that time. It's official, y'all. Y'all know what it is, right? It's official. Bad boys for life, baby. That's right. For life. Well, we did 4. We did. But it's still Bad Boys
But
for
it's
life.
for life. But the third one, it was called Bad Boys for. We shouldn't
For
have
life.
called.
What
we
was
shouldn't.
life?
We shouldn't have called it that though.
It's life.
It's like the 3 was the E. The E
Three was the E.
The 3 was the. But this is Bad Boys 4. It's official.
That's right, y'all.
So they are making Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
No release date has been set. It's just in early pre-production.
That movie's going to make a ton of money.
Right now. Of course it will.
Yeah.
All those movies.
This is this is the perfect thing for, I mean, not, and it's literally, it's going to be 2 years before it comes out, but it's too bad that he didn't have Bad Boys in the can after all that, because after the controversy, Will Smith came out with Emancipation, which was like that. What's not the best rehab movie for a guy going through what he went through.
You need a blockbuster.
Oh, if he had Bad Boys like locked down, oh my God.
But that was the thing, though. Right before the Oscar slap, like, it was already rumored that they were going to be making a 4th Bad Boys. And then it got shelved immediately. And then, like, a bunch of his other projects.
All of them.
Had been shelved, right? But I guess maybe they figure enough time has passed, and by the time they start filming and get ready to re-release, the world will welcome Will Smith
It'll
back.
make a ton of money. That's the audience you need, right? Like you need the Bad Boys audience.
So there you go. If you're a fan of that franchise, Will Smith and Martin Lawrence are back with a 4th installment of Bad Boys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Ain't no sunshine when you go.
Wow.
Thank you, Shem. You'd
really
appreciate
well
that.
done.
84% of adults say that they are financially responsible. However, there's a lot of howevers in this. So again, 84% of people say that they are financially responsible when it comes to things like credit scores and savings and staying on top of all your expenses. 50% say they struggle with unnecessary spending.
Oh, yeah.
40% struggle to remember to pay bills on time.
Yeah.
35% of all adults admit that their parents are paying or contributing to at least one of their bills.
No. What the hell?
35% of adults say that their parents are paying or contributing to at least one of their bills.
I mean, I would love that.
You would take that? You would take Frank's money? Your dad's money?
He made me.
No. You're how old? You're almost 50 years old.
I am not. I'm almost 45.
No.
You're 50.
No, this June, I'm 45.
51.
Yeah, uh-huh.
So hold on.
Closer to 50 than 40.
If Frank were to say, hey, son,
Yeah.
let me start paying for, I don't know, whatever, your cable bill, right? Your
cable bill.
Your Rogers Internet.
You're
45.
I'd probably start crying and be like, oh my God, yes,
you would
please.
accept, right?
Absolutely.
Now, would you tell Matthew that Frank was kicking in or no?
Not
Your husband. You wouldn't tell your husband.
No, you wouldn't.
Because he wouldn't allow me to take it.
Thank you, because he's reasonable. He's reasonable.
Poor Frank.
I would take the money for my bills and not take a Christmas present for the next 5 years. I think that's a fair trade.
But then what are you going to tell Matthew when he says to you, hey, isn't it weird that Frank never gave you a Christmas present?
And I would say tough times. Or I would tell him, I'd say, you know what? We've made a deal that he's paying for the cable bill.
Yeah.
In exchange for Christmas presents.
And how much is the cable bill every month, Maury?
Every month it's like $150.
Okay, so do the
What
math on...
kind of bill? Hold on, what?
Because
we
it's
work for the
phone.
same company. How is mine way more expensive than that?
So wait a second.
It's all bundled. Internet.
So you want your dad to spend $1,800 a year paying your cable bill in lieu of buying you one Christmas present. When is the last time your father spent $1,800 on your Christmas present?
I said Christmas presents for the next 5 years.
But he's presumably paying your cable bill every year as well.
Right. Oh,
So
and
it's
I see what you did. You did the
$1,800
math.
a year.
Right, yeah.
It's called math. Yeah. This is why you're 45 and need your father to pay your bills for you. Shem, when's the last time you had a family member pay a bill or help out? Because we've all been in a position where we were at the age of where somebody helped out, right?
Man, I'm 35 now.
Yeah.
So, I think I had like a loan like maybe like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I was like 25, maybe.
I used to borrow money from my grandmother.
That's elder abuse, man.
Yeah, big
Like
time.
it really is.
Taking money from
Yeah.
a pensioner?
Right. You know what I mean? She's on a fixed income.
Uh-huh.
Right? You can't ask you like
You make good money,
Yes,
Maury.
you do. We pay
make
you well.
amazing
I told
money.
her, I'm like, Nana, I'll pay you back.
Oh my God.
many
Now you're waiting out
IOUs?
the clock.
Yeah, how many IOUs in that drawer?
The drawer won't close.
Jeez.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Sophia, hello. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Mocha?
Doing great. How's life?
Excellent. I have the kiddos in the car. We're like sitting in the school parking lot because they didn't want to miss this.
Oh, okay. Here is the question that Sophia has for us, Roz. Actually, directed more towards you.
Okay.
My 8-year-old daughter, who is basically going on 15, wants to know if Roz allowed Roxy, his daughter, to watch Stranger Things and similar shows when she was 8. She is obsessed with wanting to watch all the current popular shows like Wednesday and other PG-14 shows, and I don't think she's ready.
At 8? No.
Did you hear that, Maddie?
So what we did with Rox was she was about, I'm trying to think of how old she was. Maybe she was around 9 or 10-ish kind of thing. And we started season 1 of Stranger Things. We got about 3 episodes in and then we were like, no. And one of the reasons was because just visually, like there's just so much going on that I don't know what she's going to take away and what she's not going to take away. But what we realized is that shows like Stranger Things, she didn't enjoy them on the level that they should have been enjoyed, right? Because she wasn't really interested in those types of relationships, right? She didn't understand the relationships of the people in the show at something like 9. So we hit a hard pause on Stranger Things and didn't revisit Stranger Things until she was, I think, like 12.
There you go.
Right? And then we burned through all the seasons. We binged Stranger Things last year and she loved it. Like when you're like a proper tween, that sort of like 12, 13-year-old kind of thing, those are your Stranger Things years.
Yeah.
Right?
I think 8 years old, to be honest with you, Sophia, like,
yes.
My opinion is that 8 is too young for those shows.
Absolutely. I allowed her, just because I couldn't take the incessant questions, I said, watch the trailer, see how you feel watching the trailers. You know, they show the trailers on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And she was scared.
Yeah.
Of course, Maddie, I know I said I wouldn't say it, but I'm nervous.
And I don't know if, like, you know, any of her friends, the problem is some of her friends in her class, like the parents may let them watch these shows and or movies, right? So she's hearing it from them and like, okay, well, what am I missing out on? But I think 8...
You got it.
I think 8 is... 8 years old is a little bit too young for this kind of stuff.
Yeah. There are a few, even Wednesday. Wednesday's a dark show. It's really, really good, but it's a dark show. And again, it's like you just won't fully understand the sort of nuance and the relationships and everything else. Like these are great shows and you want your kid to appreciate them as great shows, right? Like that's why we held back so many movies from Rox, even though they were appropriate. We just sort of started introducing things as we felt that she could appreciate them and love them for what she should love them for. But Rox really loved Lock and Key, which is sort of like Stranger Things, only a little bit tamer. I would still say 9 is too young for Lock and Key. And then Home Before Dark is another really great show on Apple TV, I believe it is, about a kid detective, which 10, 11, you can sort of get into that show. It gets a little bit dark, but it's sort of like it's very much like a kid detective show. So that was okay, but again, 8 is a really sort of tough age, right?
Yeah.
Like 8 is you're just getting into those sort of deeper storylines in shows that you really have to just make sure she knows what's going on as you're watching them.
Okay. Oh, well, thank you so much.
Does that make you feel a little bit better about your decision?
You know what? It really did.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that Maddie, because she loves you guys so much, and my son, so I think, and she for sure, I think is going to take both of your opinions and maybe stop asking mom and dad every 5 minutes. What do you think, babe?
Sophia, there are like a ton of websites that you can go to where you can look up the title of a TV show or a movie, and it will give you, as a parent, a breakdown on things like how scary an episode is, like how violent an episode is, or like swear words, or inappropriate language, stuff like that.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we used to use Common Sense Media a whole lot.
Okay.
Which was really great.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's a great show that you could probably introduce her to and she would probably love it? Is A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Oh.
There's three seasons.
Netflix, I think, right?
Yeah, it's Netflix.
Yeah.
There's
Netflix?
yeah, it's
Okay.
on Netflix. There's 3 seasons and it's really, really, really great. I think that at 9 she will probably maybe appreciate it. It might be a little bit too old, but the whole cast is like kids kind of thing, right? Like around that age. But that was one of Roxy's sort of first favorite shows, was A Series of Unfortunate Events.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I think we're definitely going to try that
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay?
Okay.
All
So
right.
I'm not sure if you do this on the podcast, but I'm going to ask anyways.
Yeah.
Are you able to ask who our favorite is?
You got
Or
it.
is that not really a
Sophia,
Roz and Mocha thing?
between Roz and Mocha, Sophia, who is your favorite?
I'm going to have to say Roz.
Thank you.
Because as much as I love both of you so much, Roz, he kind of looks like my hubby. And I just think you're kind. So is Mocha, obviously. I think you're kind, and I think you just give really great advice. Sometimes even if it's tough, love advice. Okay. And I think
Why
that's
did you
really important.
hold on a second, Sophia? What you can't see in here is Roz shaking his head and rolling his eyes. She's saying all these wonderful things about you.
I know.
Like,
I know.
why? You just can't take a compliment?
Because it's never just a compliment. It's always like, okay, so I like Roz for this. I mean, I like Mocha for that too. Like there's no, you know what I mean? Like, that's why nothing ever feels great after the explanation.
That's what she said. Yo, Sophia, have a wonderful day. Maddie, be good.
Okay.
All right, love
Bye,
you guys.
love.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of hogs, man.
Said that before.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, and what a hell of a day too, going into like the coldest couple of days of the year.
Bro, it's going to be so cold.
It's so cold.
None of these hogs is coming out of the
No, it's a
out
terrible,
of their
terrible
homes,
day to do it.
Right? Leave them. Just assume that we're getting 6 more weeks of winter.
Yeah.
All right? Just say that.
Although, like, what the hell is it supposed to be next week? It's supposed to warm up next week.
Oh, like Sunday, it's supposed to be 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Saturday is supposed to be 5. But like tomorrow, it's a wind chill of minus 28.
Yeah.
Polar vortex is like, what up? I'm back, bitches.
I don't do well in that kind of weather.
Why?
Same.
Yeah, it's just not, I don't know.
Well, I don't think anybody does.
No, there's some people that love it.
Really?
Yeah, there's some maniacs out there that
No,
love the cold,
thanks.
that love the winter. Ugh,
No.
It's not for me.
When it gets that cold, I just don't want to do anything. I want to
No.
stay in the house.
Yeah.
If the
But
dogs
it's
need
cool
to...
when you're inside because then you can warm up with a hot chocolate or under a blanket and stuff like
What
that.
kind of grown man warms up with a hot chocolate?
This one, I'm having one right now.
No, but
Shem,
like
I know
at
Shem
home?
loves hot chocolate.
You sit at home drinking hot chocolate? Mm.
Yeah.
Really?
All the time.
Do you?
Yeah. I have 3 tins of hot chocolate.
Jeez, that's
Laura
3.
Secord, William Sonoma.
You guys remember Milo?
What's Milo?
Yeah?
What's that?
Yo, Milo was the joint back in the day.
What is that? I don't know what that is. What's Milo?
Oh, isn't that powdered stuff?
Yeah, that's like. Would you fair to say it's like Caribbean hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it spicy?
And nope.
No.
And Ovaltine as
Yeah,
well.
Ovaltine.
What are you? Born in the 40s?
Yo,
still
I
make
don't know.
that?
That must have been like a UK thing. Like my folks, when they moved
It's
to
an old
Canada
people thing.
from England, they went from Guyana to England to Canada, and they used to be all about Ovaltine and Milo.
Bro, Ovaltine is very much an American thing.
Is it really?
Very much an American
I assumed
thing.
it was UK.
No.
Especially Milo.
My dad used to call any hot chocolate Ovaltine.
Really?
Yes.
But I found Ovaltine thinner than Milo. But again,
Milo was thick.
I haven't had either of those since I was a kid.
No, huh?
Yeah.
What's the superior hot chocolate these days? The Tim Hortons one? Like as far as if you're going to buy a package or a can and make it at home.
I don't drink hot chocolate.
Laura Secord is my favorite.
Laura Secord?
Actually, although I do
What
like
about
the Nestle.
Cadbury? Doesn't Cadbury make one?
Yeah, but Nestle Quick with the little marshmallows is still a fun one.
Laura Secord. God, I haven't heard somebody even say Laura Secord.
Seriously?
No, no. I haven't seen like.
How long you had that can?
Yeah.
Since 97?
No, I just got it for Christmas.
Like Laura Secord always used to be like the joint at the malls, right? Is it still? Is it still?
Scarborough Town Center used to have one.
Yeah, the Eaton Center. They had like
Union Station right by the train.
The Eaton Center Laura Secord, man, was like the spot. Like at Christmas time, that Laura Secord counter, boom.
Yeah, moms and aunts everywhere. Just
Oh
packed.
my God! Those the women behind that counter were on fire.
No, I think the
running around.
The new one that took over, or at least I've seen a lot, maybe because we go there too much.
Yeah.
But Purdy's.
What's Purdy's?
Purdy's chocolates?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Man.
I don't know what that is. I don't know anything about chocolate. I don't.
Oh, Purdy.
Is it good?
It is so good.
Really?
They make
huh?
these hedgehogs, chocolates. What's the other one that they make with? They look like turtles. Shem. You know which ones I'm talking about? And they have.
I know we used
and
to.
they have caramel in it.
When Rox used to drink hot chocolate.
Sweet Georgia Brown.
Sweet Georgia Brown,
Yeah.
yeah. And I think hazelnut, maybe?
Yeah.
No, not the hazelnut. What's the other nut? Name a bunch of nuts.
Walnut?
D's?
Maybe
Macadamia.
yeah.
It's not D's? Are you sure?
Oh, it's crafted from roasted pecans.
Are you sure
soft
it's not?
caramel,
Are you
and
sure it's not
olive oil.
D's?
Got him.
Got him! Got him!
When Rox was heavy into hot chocolate, Catherine had this thing, and it was a milk frother that you would buy. It's just its own little sort of canister, I guess, when you're making lattes and this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so it's a milk frother, and we used to put the hot chocolate and milk in that and make her hot chocolate in that because it would heat it up and give it a little bit of foam.
Yeah.
And it was the best hot chocolate. Like that was the only way that we were making hot
I have
chocolate.
a pocket frother.
Yeah. Where do you keep that?
Oh, like in a drawer, but it's like a tiny little
Why not
one
in your
that I-
pocket?
Oh, I just call it because it's a little tiny one, but I use it when I am making like a latte in the morning.
Did you get that at D's?
These nuts. Got him! Got him!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is.
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Cole, how are you? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hi, Roz. I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Cole, you last joined us on Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life back in November, at the end of November.
That is correct.
So you wrote us at the time, and you was a real wild one, man. You wrote, "Hey, Razamoka, I have a brand new newborn baby, and I'm engaged to my fiance. However, I've cheated on her not once but 5 times. Also, not physically. I texted girls and got caught 5 times while she was pregnant. Now I'm kicked out of our apartment, but we're working towards fixing things in our relationship and for our daughter. Any suggestions?" And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, what we had discovered in the call with you is that this wasn't so much you on the phone DMing other women late at night and flirting and trying to hook up. This was something that you would do when you would get drunk, and drinking was the issue, if I'm not mistaken, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
And you had said that you wanted to get help and you were trying to get help, but you couldn't get help. According to you, at the time, places that you had reached out to or wanted to go to were a little bit too expensive. But then, shortly after we got off the phone with you, we were inundated with texts from people who were like, there's all these free programs all around the place
And that's what I
that you
found.
could go to.
So what happened? What's the update?
So I'm a month free of drinking.
Wow,
Hey, that's
bro.
amazing.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job.
Yeah, it's almost a month. So February 5th, I did have a mistake Christmas and on January 1st. It wasn't a mistake as in like involving girls. It was more of a mistake as me drinking.
Yeah.
And I was with my fiance both nights, and that was the last straw. January 1st, the last straw, and it was just it's not worth it. It's not worth losing my family over. It's not worth it. And I've been clean for about 3 weeks, and it's been going good. She's working with me to try and get me into an AA program. I'm actually with her right now.
And how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel a lot better because it's just more positive. Everything's just been more positive on my mind.
Yeah.
Nothing negative, and it's just been good.
Are you getting any help from your family at all?
My parents, big time. Like my dad used to drink killer like when he was younger, so he's telling me now how proud he is of me every single day. And, I'm grateful I have the support I have. I just didn't realize it, and yeah.
And is this something that you and your fiance are able to talk about? Like, is this something that you guys have an open line of communication?
Yep.
With?
We literally just had like a nice conversation last night. We're thinking about doing actually couples therapy together.
Yeah.
Just because we have difficulty talking to each other sometimes, and we get into an argument, and then sometimes we don't know which one's going to end it, which one's going to end the argument. Sometimes I throw the ball in, and I'm like, you know what, it's done. We're not going to argue anymore, and I walk away. But then sometimes it just makes it worse. So
yeah,
we're trying to find someone that can be in the middle of it and just talk about our problems with them. And
There's a lot of resources out there
better.
as well, right, for you to
Yeah.
to explore. So,
And I found out that a lot of the programs are actually free. So especially like the churches and stuff like that. So I was looking into going to an open AA group because that was something that's when you guys mentioned listening to stories, I feel like that's a good thing to do. Listening to everyone's experiences and stuff like that. The only thing I ever got to see was my father. So that's the only experience I really know. And yeah.
Yeah, it's when you hit that moment where you figure out that like your story just isn't that unique, and there's like a whole bunch of other people who are literally going through the exact same thing you are. And then you don't feel as isolated, and then you tend to not isolate yourself because when you're sort of down in that hole, it's the easiest solution, right? Is to just cut yourself off and, not even deal with it today, but maybe I'll deal with it tomorrow. And of course that gets pushed and that gets pushed and that gets pushed. But man, we're so proud of you.
Yeah, man.
And as you know already, the only thing you got to do is just don't drink today, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Today.
Just don't drink today.
do me a favor real quick, Cole. You don't have to put her on the radio or anything, but I want you to look at your fiance right now and say to her what's in your heart.
Hold on. Okay, babe. They want me to say one thing to you. They want me to say what's in my heart. And I really love you. And I am grateful you stayed. And I am grateful you're still here working with me, trying to make things better. We will do this for our family, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Can you talk so they can at least hear you? She said okay.
All right.
All right, buddy.
You guys are great.
Thank you so much for the update and for joining us again on Fix My Life, man.
Thank you, guys. You guys have a great one.
Much love to your family, Cole. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
On Kiss.
You. Fabian, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
All right, and you?
Good, man.
Good. Fabian, biggest Roz and Mocha fan out there. Fabian grows weed.
Yes, he does.
Beautiful
Part-time?
plants. I know you. Yes, sorry, not
Part-time,
full-time.
part-time.
Right. Plumber by day.
Yeah.
And then farmer by hobby.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
sent us on DM recently some beautiful pictures of plants or pictures of beautiful plants that you're growing. And then
Thank
you
you.
texted us saying that you won some kind of an award.
I'm getting nominated and I need help.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You're nominated for an award.
Yes, I'm
What-
nominated.
What award?
Yeah.
Best online home grower.
So did you apply to get nominated?
Somebody nominated me. I got a message saying you've been nominated by people for best online home grower.
What's the organization?
They're called Can Expo. They're having an expo here on March 24th.
Oh, it's like a legit organization.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh, do you know the other people that you're competing against to get this award?
No, I don't yet. They're today. They're announcing everybody today on Instagram, I think.
Okay, so how
the whole
Jesus,
the whole month of February it will be open to voting, and then they close it, I guess, at March.
Okay, so when you have I assume you'll get like some sort of link or something like that, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what do you want people to do?
Follow me on FamilyTrees19 on Instagram.
Yeah.
DM me for the link, and I will send you the link and help get me to be the best online home grower.
Okay. I never thought this would be a thing. I never thought this would be it's crazy.
Me neither.
I never thought that at some point during the show we would have somebody calling up to get us to help them vote as being an online weed grower with a weed strain named after us. I've just life takes turns, man.
Yeah. How is the Razamoka weed growing, by the way?
So far, so good. Actually, today I'm going to get the clones that I made, and I'm going to put them in some little cups.
Yeah.
And then all the big plants that I showed you guys, I'm going to put them into flower today.
Wow.
So within 2-3 weeks, we're going to start seeing some buds.
Yeah,
oh, okay. And then when you smoke those?
And those should be ready in 8 weeks from tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That's a long time.
So when I flip them to flower tomorrow, from 8 weeks from then, they'll be ready.
Wow.
Right.
And I'm already getting DMs, guys. Already DMs, man.
Good.
Yeah, man.
I respect the hustle.
Yeah, man. Everybody's like, yo, I need some of that Razamoka cookies in my life. And I'm like, don't worry. This batch is for everybody. I'm not holding out on anything. Whoever wants, just meet me somewhere and get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing, bro.
Meet me somewhere. It's
Yeah,
so
man,
great.
it is. It's
so
an
great.
amazing time to be in right now, man.
Yeah,
I'm so
what a
happy
time to be
about it.
alive. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. You're doing
All right,
great.
Fabian, all the best. We're going to follow up because I want to know who you're going to be competing against. And
Right.
then especially if you end up winning this year.
Yeah, no, I'm already making a speech just in case.
Oh, yeah?
I'm already making it. Yeah.
Wait, so at the event, when they announce who the winner is, if you win, you get time up at a podium to give your speech?
I don't know. I'm just assuming I am and making a speech. I don't want to go up there, empty-handed and not have anything like a deer in the headlights. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, when's the event?
March 24th.
Okay. Guess what you're doing on March 24th, Maury?
Yeah.
You're covering this event with Fabian.
Oh, no way. That'll be amazing, guys. Don't tease me.
You think the Oscars are long? Could you imagine going to an awards show where every winner was a weed smoker? All them speeches?
Yeah. All right, Fabian.
That's a long walk to the podium.
On Instagram,
hell yeah.
once again, where can people find you?
FamilyTrees19 on Instagram.
All right, buddy. We're going to check in with you again.
Thank you, man. I love you guys. Have a great day, man.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, Mocha.
Yeah.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do the news.
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
After concerned fans called the police on Britney Spears because she deleted her Instagram, and they went to her house to do a wellness check, Britney went on Twitter to give this message to her fans. She says, as everyone knows, the police were called to my home based on some prank phone calls. The police never entered my home, and when they came to my gate, they quickly realized there was no issue and left immediately. This felt like I was being gaslit and bullied once the incident made it to the news and being portrayed once again in a poor and unfair light by the media. During this time in my life, I truly hope the public and my fans, who I care so much about, can respect my privacy moving forward. Because if the fans were great during the Free Britney thing, right? Yeah. The two documentaries were made and stuff happened, stuff happened, and she was really appreciative. But I think that there's a portion of those fans that just won't let go.
Yeah.
And now they're looking for something else. And I mean, Britney deletes her Instagram all the time. She deleted like right before she got married, I think, like the last time she did it.
Fans are always at a state of like heightened panic.
Yeah, and this is very
For
much
everyone.
like this is like when you hear about those swatting stories where people
Yes.
people call the cops and say, "Hey, there's somebody being held captive in this house," and then the SWAT team shows up. That's pretty much what they've done with Britney. Was they're swatting her now for really no apparent reason other than she decided to delete Instagram.
Do we know how many phone calls were made?
Don't
I mean,
know.
obviously
No
enough
idea.
to get the cops over
Yeah,
there. But
yeah, no idea. A dog shot and killed his owner.
What?
Yeah. So I guess this guy was out on a hunting trip with one of his friends and they were driving back and the shotgun was in the back seat but propped up on the back of the console.
Oh.
And the German Shepherd was also in the back seat just sort of roaming around. And then at some point while he was driving, the dog stepped on the trigger and shot him.
Aren't there I mean, I don't know anything about guns, but aren't there safeties on guns?
Yes. And also, why even even with no dog, why is the loaded gun in the back seat pointed at you?
Where'd it shoot him?
Like in the back. Died instantly. The dog shot him. That's crazy. If there wasn't another person in that car, do you know how difficult this case would have been to solve?
I know.
Right?
Yeah, the dog shot him.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Also, that other guy, the passenger.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, oh my God, now I got to try and convince police that the dog
the
shot
dog
him?
did it.
That it wasn't me. They're going to go through my life, pull everything apart.
My internet
Yes.
search history. I haven't had a chance to clear my browser
Yeah,
yet.
man, that's scary as hell.
That's really.
The TTC is responding to that TTC operator on the subway train the other day who sort of went rogue when they stopped trains on one of the lines because of who knows why. Could have been the weather. It could have been somebody threw themselves on the tracks. Who knows why? Trains stop all the time. But this is what the TTC operator was telling passengers as they were getting off the train.
Subway service between Ossington Station and Keele Station. If you'd like to voice your displeasure, you should probably call the mayor's office, John Tory. He's the one who's in charge here, so you should probably call him and let him know what you think about this. There is no subway service currently between Ossington and Keele Station. If you head on upstairs, there's shuttle buses running. I do apologize for this inconvenience. I do apologize for the lack of communication for transit control. These guys really don't care what you guys are doing. So once again, folks, please voice your displeasure with the mayor's office and customer service. There's no subway service between Ossington and Keele Station.
So the TTC says that they are aware of the incident and, quote, this is not an appropriate way to advise customers on delays. I don't think they're going to fire the guy, but he'll definitely get written up. I appreciate stuff like this, to be honest with you. I
Because
really
the guy knows
do.
the union's going to protect him. So
Yeah, I really do.
And also, for any time for those speakers to be crystal clear when someone's speaking.
Yeah, I know. Because it never used to be that way, right? It used to be awful.
I used to always sound kind of like this. But this was
Yeah, I know. Perfectly clear.
This is HD.
Yeah.
This was like 8K.
But listen, I don't know what's gonna happen to the guy. But I appreciate this stuff. Like if I call somewhere where I have a complaint or whatever, and I'm dealing with somebody who is front line where they are the ones that bear the brunt of the rage of the customers. Like these drivers, when they're getting on and off those trains and people walking by them, they're the ones that get stuff said to them when the
face of it all,
they're
right?
the face of everything.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you, I really appreciate it. Like if I'm complaining to someone or if I have a problem with something, I really appreciate when the person who works for the company goes, "Hey, listen, I'm not the one that sets the price. Okay, I'm not the one that comes up with this policy. I will be happy to give you the number of the person at the top to call. I recommend you doing that. Bring it up the chain, way beyond me." I appreciate that from somebody, as opposed to give me the runaround. Really do.
This guy.
Subway service between
I'm just
Ossington
amazed at how clear this sounds.
Station. If you'd like to voice your displeasure, you should probably call the mayor's office, John Tory. He's the one who's in charge here, so you should probably call him.
I understood every single word there.
Crystal clear. One of the original stars of Blade with Wesley Snipes says Stephen Dorff is not holding back, expressing his thoughts of the new wave of, quote, worthless garbage superhero movies.
Oh.
He starred in the original 1998, if you remember that, talking about the new films because they're making a new Blade with Mahershala Ali. And he says, God bless them. They're making a bunch of money, but their movies suck.
Oh.
He goes on to say, nobody's going to remember them. How's that PG Blade movie going for you? Can't get a director because nobody cares.
Damn. Is he
because
just vexed
we
that
already
nobody asked him
did
to be in
it, and we made it the best, he said. And he goes, Marvel's used to me trashing them. He did say, however, that there have been a few decent superhero movies over the years, like Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy. But he says, all this other garbage is just embarrassing.
Sounds like somebody who auditioned and didn't get the part.
Well,
Let me
he's
see.
not
What has
involved in the
Steven
first one.
Dorff been up to lately on IMDb?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Not those. But that could be by choice, too, right? Like, who knows?
No, he's
I don't
doing
know.
a lot of stuff.
I don't know what's going on. One of the things that we do best on this show, better than most things, I would say, is to analyze a fart on television.
Yeah.
We take it very seriously around here, as we should. And recently, there have been some really great ones. Fartgate was trending all last week because of a possible fart during, I believe it was the Vancouver Canucks Tampa Bay Lightning game.
Now a neat play by Cole to get the puck to Killorn, and he backhands it down the ice. Is that you?
No, it wasn't.
Right? And they had said that was the goalie's skates rubbing on the ice when he stopped.
And we haven't heard that many times.
That's what they attributed that noise to.
Ross, don't you agree? Then we would have heard that often.
I don't know. People are saying that's what it was, and it's weird that we don't hear it more often. But that man, woof.
No, that was a fart.
And Mocha says that was a fart. Yesterday on The View, there was another instance. The View is like a factory for television farts.
Yeah.
So this is the scene that played out on The View yesterday when talking about President Joe Biden and classified documents. Listen to this.
Is it true that Trump had nuclear secrets? It's been reported, but we don't know the specifics. But just real quick, I was... we had a little spillage on the other side of the table. On my pants. All right, forget it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yo, classified documents.
Okay, classified documents.
Not classified anymore.
Okay, let's hear it one more time.
Is it true that Trump had nuclear secrets? It's been reported, but we don't know the specifics. But just...
That was definitely a fart.
So they're saying that Sarah Hines saw water on the desk, that something had spilled on the desk, and she used one of her cue cards to try and swipe it off the desk.
Specifics, but...
And she's saying that's the swipe of the card?
Yes.
Specifics, but...
No, that's fart.
No, but
coming
if
out
you
of your
listen
butt.
a little bit longer, somebody says, whoopee.
Specifics, but... Just real quick, I was... we had a little spillage on the other side of the table. On my pants. All right, forget it. Go ahead.
We had a little spillage on the other side of the table, and now it's on my pants.
Oh.
But they said that was the cue card. Now, Whoopi, there was a fart sound years ago on The View, and Whoopi acknowledged it. Whether it was an actual fart or not, she seems to take credit for it.
What was I say? You're so polite. Oh, excuse me. I think I just blew a little frog out of there.
Yeah. She acknowledged it.
Right? Like, I don't know how you don't acknowledge it. Now, the one that was really not up for debate at all, just simply because he paused in mid-conversation and almost, if you watch the video, almost like leaned a little to one side, which was Congressman Eric Swalwell while doing a live hit on one of the cable news stations.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
Yeah. Okay. Sir, Congressman, that was a fart.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
Yo, and that was a heavy one, too. Yo, man was like holding it in for that entire meeting and just couldn't wait.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
Definitely,
Bro,
right?
yeah.
Definitely.
Like, dog, what'd you eat for lunch?
Definitely.
Right? Chili. For
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
Definitely.
Yeah. You know it's serious when you have to pause to make that happen.
Well, and also you're only on TV. It was on TV for like 5 minutes. Like you can't.
Sometimes holding it in is a really hard work.
I know it's not healthy for you either, but
And how long was he in that room prior to his 5 minutes on television?
Oh, I know.
Right? How long was he holding it in?
I know.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
It's looking more and more unlikely that this Madonna movie will ever be made.
Really?
So it was announced last week that Universal was not moving ahead with the Madonna movie. And I had said at the time, most likely two things. One, either a terrible script that she wouldn't budge on, or two, it's because Madonna wanted to direct the movie, right? And the problem was that they went through this whole casting process. Remember when Julia Garner won Madonna Boot Camp? Right? And everybody's like, yay.
Who else was Florence Pugh?
Florence
I think.
Pugh. Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of
names,
real big names that were going through Madonna Boot Camp. And anyway, that costs money. That whole process costs money. But the thing that people were freaking out over is that they were going through this process to find the actor to play Madonna before they actually had a finished script. And the script that Madonna, one story says the script that Madonna turned in was turned away by Universal because they wanted a sort of more light version of her story where she wanted it even grittier. And then that's all fine and good. They're not moving ahead with it. One insider said, is there anything that could have turned this around? And they said, yes, if Madonna had relented on the point of directing this thing, which was locked in as part of her contract from day one, it would be a totally different story. And the problem is now is that Universal is realistically into this movie already like $12 million is what's estimated.
Oh, no.
Just from paying the writers and the workshopping and the Madonna boot camp. And so what that means is if Madonna brings this movie to another studio, they have to pay back Universal the $12 million just to be able to start over, which is very unlikely if Madonna is still hell-bent on directing this thing. So I don't know.
What if she'll address it on tour? Like if she'll say something about it on tour?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's great friends with like Tom Ford and stuff like that. Like, why not have him direct it? You know what I mean? Like,
he's not the best.
The Cologne guy?
Yeah.
No, he's done movies, but they're very artsy.
They're very, but that's what she wants, though, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't have Madonna. Madonna's not going to direct this movie. YouTube star Mr. Beast, who does a lot of good with his platform. He does a lot of crazy, but he does a lot of good with his platform. I don't know if you saw this, but there are millions of people in the world who are legally blind because of cataracts. And it's a simple procedure that takes 10 minutes and you can be cured. But the problem is the majority of people can't afford this very simple procedure. So Mr. Beast did a YouTube video where he cured the sight of 1,000 people.
In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness. It's gonna be crazy. I just made it one less.
Oh. Wow.
She's just one of 1,000 blind people we helped from around the world. They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I see everybody. Oh, I can see clear. I can jump for joy.
Yes, I can see your face, I can see your face, I can see your face.
If you're wondering how the surgery allows people to see again, it's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one. The surgery is that simple. They can see again.
Wow, good for Mr. Beast. So he just paid for everyone to have the surgery.
Yeah, so he originally hooked up with an ophthalmologist out of Florida who did the sort of first rounds of surgeries with people. And then Mr. Beast and his crew went to Jamaica, Honduras, Namibia, Mexico, Indonesia, Brazil, Vietnam, and Kenya.
Wow.
And yeah, and did the surgeries for all those people.
And just brought that doctor?
No, different doctors, different hospitals, because it's a super simple surgery, but people can't afford it, even a very simple surgery. So Mr. Beast paid for, and he gave them cash at the end too.
Really?
Like, yeah, so he gave them sight and cash.
Good for that guy.
Which is kind of badass. Damar Hamlin speaking out publicly for the first time in his own words in his own voice on video. The video itself is 6 minutes long. Here's a little taste of it. This again comes from the Buffalo Bills game where he collapsed on the field back on January 2nd.
I think it was important for me to wait and speak publicly at the right time, as it was just a lot to process within my own self, mentally, physically, even spiritually. It's just been a lot to process, but I can't tell you how appreciative I am of all the love, all the support, and everything that's just been coming in my way. What happened to me on Monday Night Football, I feel is a direct example of God using me as a vessel to share my passion and my love directly from my heart with the entire world. And now I'm able to give it back to kids and communities all across the world who need it the most. And that's always been my dream. That's always been what I stood for and what I will continue to stand for. To the city of Cincinnati, the Bengals, and the entire NFL, just for putting team allegiance aside to root for one kid's life, and just the humanity of a player, that's wearing Buffalo blue. You put humanity above team loyalty. You showed the world unity over division. I'm not surprised by it, but I'm deeply grateful, and I'll be forever thankful and indebted to that.
Looks good.
To all the kids who sent me letters and heartwarming gifts, you mean the world to me. You made my day every day. While I'm so thankful to everybody, I know that it isn't enough just to be thankful. This is just the beginning of the impact that I wanted to have on the world, and with God's guidance, I will continue to do wonderful and great things. I couldn't do this without any of the support and the love, and I can't wait to continue to take y'all on this journey with me.
Wow. Oof. And he looks good, too. He doesn't look great. He looks like somebody went through hell.
He sounds amazing.
Yeah, he sounds amazing.
Good for him.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. Philadelphia and Kansas City in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks.
Oh, baby.
Millions of Canadians are breathing a sigh of relief after the Canada Revenue Agency announced that it isn't worth their time to track down the $30 billion in CERB payments to people and companies who should not have gotten
What?
them.
How much?
$30 billion.
What do you mean it's not worth their time? It's $30 billion.
Yeah.
I saw one guy in the news that owes the government like $15,000.
Yep. CRA
So many
Commissioner
people ripped off the country.
Bob Hamilton says that it's not worth the effort to conduct a full review of the pandemic wage benefits that may have been sent to ineligible recipients. The report said that the Auditor General had found that $4.6 billion in overpayments to ineligible recipients. It said an additional $27.4 billion might have been paid out to ineligible people and businesses and should be investigated further. Not going to happen. That larger amount includes $15.5 billion for employers that received the Canadian Emergency Wage Subsidy. So there's,
I know a guy right now.
Yeah.
Who is
so happy.
He's like wiping the sweat from his forehead.
Yeah.
Because he got so many checks. He renovated his house.
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
He won.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Yeah.
Hold on. So we just have the money just to take this problem and sweep it under the rug?
Well, I don't know if you can tell, but we're in some sort of financial trouble right now.
Right.
In this
Thank
country.
you.
Yes.
So does the government not need to recoup that money to help?
It's what is it going to cost to recoup though? That's the thing.
Not as much as what they gave out.
It's anybody who's ever been audited. Like I've known people who've been audited before, and they come at you with enough people for one person who may owe a couple of grand.
Yeah.
Right. And I don't think that that's going to stop, which is crazy to me that they're still going to audit people who screw up the GST line on their income tax forms, but they're not going after the $30 billion.
So what's everyone's answer now? Like, yo, what about CERB?
Yeah, I don't know.
Go find CERB.
Yeah,
and then come after me.
I don't know, man.
Is it too late to now ask for money?
Yes.
That is insane. I cannot believe that.
Yep.
What's that number again?
30 bill.
30 billion.
Yeah.
That's billion with a B.
Broken up into a couple different lanes, but total it's around $30 billion. Yeah.
Even still.
Oh, I know.
I guess we could just print more money.
No, you can't do that. It would be great if you could do that, but no, you can't do that. Jennifer Aniston and Julia Roberts are going to star in a body swap comedy.
Okay.
Like a Switch 'em.
Yeah.
Right?
I love
I love a Switch 'em. This is by the same filmmaker who did Palm Springs. Did you ever see Palm Springs? With, was it Andy Samberg that's in Palm Springs? Really funny. Kind of
recent?
Yeah, fairly recent, within the last couple of years.
Oh,
it's very much
never
like
watched it.
it's very much like a Groundhog Day.
Okay.
It's a new take on Groundhog Day. It was a great movie, really, really great movie. So looking forward to that. And Top Gun Maverick won the Best Picture at AARP's Movies for Grown Up Awards.
The what?
The AARP.
AARP.
Yeah.
ARP.
Yeah, that's the.
Never heard of it. What is it?
It's the, you don't know what that is? It's the Association, American Association for Retired Persons. I mean, I have no idea what that is.
What?
It's the American Association of Retired Persons.
How have I never heard of this before?
They have a magazine and everything.
Oh, why is it so high up on your list?
I don't know.
Of things to know.
Did you read it in your latest issue?
No, shut up.
Did you vote for it?
Anyway, no, I didn't. I'm not a voting member.
Oh,
okay.
Have you applied?
Anyway, they do an awards show called Movies for Grown-Ups, and Top Gun Maverick was the #1 movie. Okay.
Is the award show very loud? Just in case anyone can't hear. And the award goes to, I said, and the award goes to.
Such a jerk, man. You are such a jerk. Did you see Harry Styles split his pants on stage in front of Jennifer Aniston the other night?
No.
Yeah, he was wearing like
on purpose?
faux leather pants or whatever it was.
That power.
And yeah, they were blaming Jennifer Aniston on a lot of stuff because Harry Styles, 3 years ago when he was on Ellen, she asked who his celebrity crush was, and he said Jennifer Aniston, right? So Jennifer Aniston was like, so she was there, and then at one point he tripped, like just doing his,
Sure.
right? And then at another point he went down. He's wearing like brown leather pants and went down and it's like spread his legs kind of thing and just like ripped all the way down the leg. And then he does stuff to women, man. So Julie Bowen was there too. Julie Bowen, the mom from Modern Family, Claire Dunphy from Modern Family, and she had a homemade sign that she brought in the shape of a heart with lights around it that she clicked on and off. And the homemade sign on one side, it read, "Harry, I'm old," and on the other side it read, "But I know what I'm doing."
Oh, Claire Dunphy. What is Phil going to say about that? Didn't Claire Dunphy, Julie Bowen, on an episode of Ellen like a couple of months ago say that she was asked her opinion or something on Harry Styles, and she actually said she had like a huge crush on him?
Oh, she said that she's done dating completely except for Harry Styles.
Yeah.
Yes. She's sworn
With the
off.
homemade sign and everything.
She's sworn off men except for Harry Styles. Yes, she's on record saying that. Yeah, right? All out there, all lined up. Jennifer Aniston, Julie Bowen, all lined up. And then he split his pants. He was wearing underpants, though. And then he wrapped like a pride flag around his waist to cover up the hole. It wasn't like when Lenny Kravitz split his pants, doing the exact same move, only Lenny was not wearing anything underneath.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah. Did you ever see that? No? You should look it up. What? It's an interesting moment in music history. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that seems so weird to say look that up. I don't know. Why is it weird? Just give it a look. Because he really split his pants. Like Harry Styles split it kind of down the leg where Lenny Kravitz was like just right. Like it was the middle seam. Lenny I think it was.
This was years ago.
Years ago, yeah.
Split, what, pants on stage?
Yeah. Because he was like playing guitar and he went down to do that rock move
Just
where
do
they
the
like
Google image.
where they squat. And he split his pants open. Okay, right? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That did not happen to Harry Styles.
Too bad.
Also, Lenny Kravitz, bravo.
Bravo, Lenny. Jay Leno was back on the comedy stage last night. And this is after, if you remember last month, he burned his face with gasoline. And then after that, he was in a motorcycle accident where he broke 2 ribs, cracked both his kneecaps, and broke his collarbone. In a motorcycle accident, and he was back on the stage again on Sunday. And I had no idea. So it's this comedy club called Comedy and Magic in Hermosa Beach, California. And Jay Leno has been doing Sunday night there since 1992.
What? Like every Sunday?
Every Sunday. When he got the Tonight Show, he would go on Sundays and practice his jokes for that week at the Tonight Show at the same comedy club, and he's been doing Sunday nights there since 1992.
So is he just doing like the same routine every
No, he does
week?
different stuff. I think he's still a comedy writer. Like I think he still writes new jokes and just goes and tries them out on this audience on Sundays. And I think everybody understands that he's going to be like reading off cards and it's just him workshopping but that's his thing every Sunday night.
Jay Leno at 72 years
Bro,
old, sir.
Motorcycle accident.
Like you should not be on a motorcycle.
This is from the guy that fell off his BMX bike.
Yeah, but Mocha's not 72 though.
Yeah.
He said
he basically run down the list of everything
he said
he
I
broke.
got knocked off my motorcycle. He said, so I've got a broken collarbone, I've got 2 broken ribs, and I got 2 cracked kneecaps.
Yeah, bro. Like,
kneecaps at 72.
you got to take an Uber from now on, bro.
Right? Yeah. So much going on with the Lisa Marie and Priscilla. We'll get to all that in a second. Austin Butler was on with Fallon last night. Is that who that was? And we know that they did the whole red carpet together for the most part at the Golden Globe Awards, and they got to know each other real well. Here is Austin Butler talking about Lisa Marie.
Everyone's shocked and saddened by Lisa Marie Presley passing away so suddenly. But you got to hang her. She got to see your work.
I first met Lisa when we screened the film at Graceland.
Yeah.
And I've never had an experience where I met somebody and felt an immediate depth of relationship to them. We got so close so fast. It's just devastating. I'm just, devastated for her family and for her to not be here celebrating with us,
I'm happy that she got to see you. And
to get to be with her at the Golden Globes, I'll never forget that for the rest of my life.
And nothing in the world of the Presley family can ever be easy. So Lisa, when she died, Lisa Marie, was very much in debt to the IRS. However, her estate, TMZ is reporting, is getting $35 million from 2 different life insurance policies. One set to pay out $25 million, the other is set to pay out $10 million. Now, the report claims that $2.5 million will immediately go to the IRS. And they also note that Lisa Marie spent over $100 million throughout her adult life. And then finally, TMZ says that she was on extreme weight loss pills and taking opioids months prior to her death. And there is a battle brewing because Priscilla Presley, Lisa's mom, Elvis's ex-wife, is challenging Lisa Marie's will.
What? Why?
So Lisa Marie apparently had her will changed in 2016, an amendment that removed Priscilla and her business partner as the joint trustees and replaced it with Lisa Marie's daughter, Riley Kehoe, as the sole trustee. And so what she's saying now is that her business partner, they managed in 1993, I think it was 15% of Elvis Presley Enterprises. But in 2016, Lisa Marie changed her will and gave everything to her own daughter. And Priscilla is pointing out when she looked at the documents, her name is spelt wrong. Her daughter's signature is inconsistent with usual and customary documents. The inconsistencies in the documents include that it was never witnessed or notarized and that the provisions don't appear on the signature page. So now there's a huge battle between what will be Lisa Marie's daughter, Riley Kehoe, and the grandmother, Priscilla Presley, over control once again over who gets to run the Elvis empire.
Because it's all money.
Because it's all money.
Damn.
Once again,
That's
going
terrible.
through all of this.
Because as
over and
Lisa
over
Marie
and
Presley,
over.
Right? You're going to have everything go to your kids anyway.
Yeah. But the mom is saying that will is bogus and that those changes shouldn't be taken with any sort of legitimacy.
Damn, that's nuts.
My God, so nuts, dude.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
on Kiss 92.5
Kiss925.com.
or download the Kiss 92.5 app.